Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together, oh my goodness, we're going to sort out the Christmas blues, that bulging tummy, those tired legs. And we've not been doing a great deal. We've been eating quite a lot. And we're going to help you walk or jog or run yourself into a healthier, fitter you for the new year.
We've got such a versatile treadmill for you at a great price. One of our best-selling pieces of fitness, of equipment, and it's got a massive reduction against the usual price. Usual price, almost £500. It's down to £299.99. Now's the time to get this because the weather outside, it's frightful.
It's frightful.
As the sun goes, it is. It's like we rehearsed that, isn't it? It's so horrible, isn't it? You don't want to go out for a walk, but you can go for a walk whenever you want on your treadmill. You can go for a jog or you can go for a run because it goes from 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres per hour. You've got a great readout on the monitor that you see there, a real motivation station. It's not quite the right way up, but when you're looking down at it, it'll be just the right way up. You can change the speed really easily, and it's about that calorie burn that comes up on there. Now, when it comes to walking, is walking good for you?
Walking is so good for you. If you only walked on here, just go onto the internet and put in, is walking good for me? Put in, is 2,000 steps a day good for me? Actually, just recently in the press a lot, 3,000 steps. Not just good for the body, also good for the mind. Walking, we're meant to walk. But the great thing with this treadmill, if you do start to get fitter, or perhaps you're already quite fit and you normally would go out jogging, but the weather's horrendous outside, you can jog on here, but you can run as well. So you're never going to outgrow this treadmill. But then it's got an upper body workout. You've got these Nordic sticks that allow you to truly work the back fat, the bingo wings, work the core, work the shoulders, work the chest. So it truly can be a full body workout. Makes this very much like a treadmill, but also a cross trainer, but also a rowing machine.
It's honestly, upper body as well.
It's phenomenal.
It's a brilliant
Price-wise, we are market beating. So if you are looking elsewhere, oh my word, DIY $799. Our regular price actually normally is round about that.
No, our regular price is $500.
Oh my word!
They're up at $799 at DIY.
Oh my word! So even our regular price is better than that. Then MAXhealth themselves $499, Costco $479 to 98. So you got your best price there. We are a huge saving to all of those prices, especially DIY.
Yeah, £299.99. Well, that comes down to £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments if you use PayPal when you pay online.
That's a £500 saving.
Shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to shop. You can order on the phone 0800 and 0333 241 241 is the phone number. If you want to get the treadmill, 155216 is the item number you need.
Don't forget as well, if you are thinking ahead to be a healthier you for the new year, this is in your home as and when you want to use it, but it does also fold down, so you can store it away under a sofa, under a bed, when you want to put it away. So even if you live in a small property, even if you've just got a flat or perhaps you've got a bed sit, this will fit into your home. And honestly, when you've got this, it's going to allow you to walk every day if you want to, just a few steps watching a bit of TV, to build up perhaps to a jog, to build up to a run. But as long as you're moving one step in front of another, it's one of the healthiest and easiest ways to get yourself back to where you want to be. This next year, 2026, this could be your year and you could be walking yourself healthier. But we've got something else as well, Sean, which I'm wearing, and my word, what a difference this makes.
These are brilliant. These are weighted vests. They come from Fiona Summers. They're only a kilo in weight, but boy, what a difference it makes. As soon as you pop that on, it sort of elevates your posture because the weight is at the back of the vest. So as soon as you pop it on, it lifts you. It sort of gives you that perfect posture every time. You're going to wear this when you're working out to maximise your workout, but wear it around the home for everyday activities.
Yeah, just wear it under your clothes, wear it under your jumper, and that little bit of extra weight really will actually allow you to burn more calories, to get stronger quicker. So pop it on under your jacket when you go out for a walk, when you're getting the washing in, when you're doing your everyday chores. But when you do exercise, that extra bit of weight, a bit like when you see the army guys and girls going out with those heavy backpacks actually training them to get fitter and stronger even quicker. And the nice thing is it's super, super comfortable to wear, but what it also does instantly is it improves your posture.
Yeah.
Instantly, it pulls your shoulders back, just gently, really comfortable to wear. But I know lots of us are really doing a lot of...
Hunched over because we're looking at phones,
slouching,
we're looking at tablets.
hunching, yeah, all
and we're
the
sat
time.
on an office desk.
And as soon as you pop this on, it just makes you stand better. And when you stand better, I think it makes you look a little bit trimmer.
And it is
well.
one size fits all. These vests are brilliant. This same vest is the same vest that I would wear. You've got a fully adjustable size on this. You just use the tab that you see there, and then when you fasten it on, again, it fits everybody. $39.99 is the reduced price. When we did that launch show on that, hundreds of them went. 855-254. Got to mention one other thing. Our collagen supplement is in stock and it's right there for you. It's a liquid collagen supplement, and we don't have as much stock as we would like of this. It always flies out of the door, and at this time of the year, it's perfect again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great way, time of year to start something that could make a difference. And collagen is virtually the glue that holds our body together. I think we think it's in creams and it's in injections, which it is, but it's actually in your skin, it's in your bones, your muscles, your ligaments. And sadly, as you age, you lose collagen, and you start to notice that as you look in the mirror. You're looking older, you see the lines, the wrinkles, the deeper nose to mouth lines, but you feel it in the body. Now, it's girls and guys. The chart we've got is for ladies because we do lose that little bit more, especially through our 50s. But the girls and the guys, we see the difference when we look in the mirror. We notice the difference when we get out of bed, when you get out of a low chair, you feel older.
It's those oohs and ahs, those noises we start to make, isn't it?
Depletion of collagen. So, honestly, when you find a really good collagen, and ERC is one of our absolute favourites, a liquid collagen, which is really important.
Yeah, so it's easily absorbed, it's not more capsules, and then obviously because you've balanced out the collagen that you've lost, you may see some of the benefits that we show you right now. It could be less aches and pains in your muscles and joints. It could be the fact that you get firmer skin, stronger hair and nails. It's quick absorption, as we said, because it's liquid and 100% natural flavouring, and it's sugar-free. We would always say with this, multi-order if you can.
Well, it's a supplement, so the longer you take it, the better the results. A supplement needs to get into your system to work properly, and they say optimum time is sort of 3 months. So if you could get 3 bottles, but definitely go for 2, but do go for that quickly because we haven't got the stock we would like, and I know lots of people will be stocking up for the new year.
And you will only pay 1 postage if you're shopping across the show or you're multi-ordering with the collagen.
Whether you're getting the treadmill, the weighted vest, the collagen, just that one delivery, which is brilliant.
Now, we're here every night between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. Let's check out some of the shows that we've got coming up for you over the next 7 days. Make sure you join Charlie tomorrow. We've got cleaning with Miracle Chamois. That is the most absorbent cloth we have ever seen. We've got more fitness coming up as well throughout the next few days. And Jane Plan's back as well.
Yes, on New Year's Day. So that will be a great way to start the new year as well. But please do join us every single night. Always live on Freeview from midnight, but of course on STV and ITV as soon as we possibly can be after midnight until 3 a.m. But we've got an amazing show right now tonight, a show that I really do think could make such a difference to your everyday. And we're not alone, we've got Sellout Kate
Look
with us.
Yes!
It's not even the new year and you're
Merry
back.
Christmas, I know,
Great
but you know
stuff.
what? This is when we got to get going. Let's face it. Like the new year resolutions, we've been sitting at home, we've been eating.
Now, this period in between Christmas and New Year, there's lots of names for it. Twixmas, they call it.
It's so tricky because...
Twixmas?
No, but I like it.
Between the eaves, we like.
Between the eves.
Between the eves.
Christmas
But
Eve and
all
New
I
Year's
know is I've got so many mince pies. and
Still
Now you've got to balance them.
Eating
You've got to
so
eat
many
them.
and still more to eat.
It's terrible,
But
you
we've
guys.
got to get moving.
We got to get moving.
We're all ready, aren't we, to start moving?
That's it.
As soon as we've got through New Year, so this will be delivered just in time when you're just in the mood to
get you
start
going.
moving.
100%, exactly. I remember we launched this actually last year at this time, and we couldn't keep it in stock.
We couldn't keep you on the show because
we
it sold so quick.
You kept sending me away. I was like, what's going on? Oh, my God. No, because this is the time, and this is so easy, and it's so so portable. And, you know, let's face it, if you want to get a treadmill and you have room for it, great.
It is for everyone, isn't it?
This is for everyone.
When you say if you've got room for it, to be honest, everyone's got room for this because it folds flat when you're not using it.
I'm going to show you that in a second
Great
because
stuff.
that's a key. But basically, to start it, we've talked about this every time I'm on. I never know how to turn anything on.
This is simple.
Do you know what I mean? This is so simple. You've got a remote or a toggle, and you're going to press it forward to start it. You're going to get a click, and you always get a 3, 2, 1. Okay, that starts at 0.8, all right? So I'm just gonna increase the speed just a little bit. I'm gonna go up to about a 3. Now the thing to remember, I'm just looking down at my speed, what you don't wanna do is push into it, because if you push into it, you're gonna be Usain Bolt, flying.
So you're controlling it with that little toggle that you see
The little toggle,
there.
it's so easy. You push it forward. Now, you just wanna click it forward and pull it back to stop it,
Yeah, it
right?
never runs away without it
If you
because
just
you're in
click
full
it,
control.
one click, it just goes up.
One clickety-click.
Point 1, click
Yeah.
it back, one click. So you can see I'm going down by 0.1 each time, I'm going up by 0.1. So you've got complete control if you just click it forward or back just once.
Exactly.
And it just go up slowly.
So easy. And you also have a red safety, which is a magnet. You pull it up, and the treadmill doesn't work without it. So
Great.
if you don't want kids on it, if you have anybody in your family that you don't think is appropriate, just put this in a little adult drawer.
Yeah, keep it out of the way.
It's like the key to the machine, really.
It's the
It
key.
won't start
Exactly.
without that magnet in place. So it's like a safety feature.
The thing that's so special about this is I don't like to go to the gym and spend a long time doing a cardio workout or doing a leg day or an arm day. This is so cool because you can do your cardio or low impact, and you can also get your arms, upper body. The arms have 30 kg of resistance.
Now, this amazed us, didn't it, when we first started using it? We've worked with lots of treadmills over the years.
It really works,
Yeah.
those arms.
You can feel
That
it.
is amazing, isn't
It's
it?
really good. And you've got options. But most treadmills, they're just treadmills and you're walking and that's fine and you're getting your cardio
Yeah.
in. But this is great because you can get your upper body workout in at the same time. Now you've got options for the arms. You can use it like I'm doing, like a rower right now, where you drive the elbows into the rib cage. You're going to get into the biceps, the triceps, the shoulders, into the chest area. You can also cross train, which I love because basically you can get into the obliques, the abs, you get around into the back.
So it's like 3 different machines already.
Yeah.
And you always say, don't you, when Hayley gets to the gym, because you don't get there very often because we're really time poor, but when you get there, you use pretty much 2 or 3 machines.
I use the cross trainer, which we're using right now.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
great.
use the treadmill. And occasionally I'll go on a rowing machine as well. They're the main things I go to, but the cross trainer and treadmill is my #1 sort of 2 machines.
They're
to
great
get onto.
though, and they get the job
And
done.
you've got it both at once, which
Exactly.
is fantastic.
Don't forget you can lock the arms in place. This is another thing that I love. So you can put your whole body weight in. This is a great way to increase the speed. And I feel like this is like riding a bicycle because you feel like you're on a road bike, right? But you're going uphill.
So good.
That is a proper
So you really
workout.
feel that on the buttocks,
Yes.
the back of the legs. Working again, I can feel that on the core. It
The
does feel like you're...
glutes into the lower legs, the
Very
hamstrings, the
different
calves.
muscles, isn't
It's
it?
great, and I love it. So you can really use it for the upper body, but you can also get into the lower body and get your cardio at the same time, guys.
Yeah.
Let's face it, that's what we want to do, you know?
And you're seeing that right here. You can go nice and slowly. Perhaps you're rehabilitating. Perhaps you're just starting to walk again. Perhaps, like my mum, she had a hips done. And obviously, always consult your doctor or your surgeon. But when mum had a hips done, they wanted it up and moving straight away. So that's a really great way of rehabilitating. Just have the actual handles static and walk nice and slow. But then in the middle, I'm sort of halfway through the levels. So I'm doing a brisk walk and then using that upper body workout with the handles. And then at the end, I'm not even going top speed on that because it goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. You can jog and run on here,
Yeah,
which is
which
fantastic.
is great.
To have those different speeds in that one machine is what makes it really different. Remember, the price that we've got this for is absolutely brilliant. Our usual price of $499. Well, if you buy it elsewhere, take a look at DIY. You're looking at $799. At MAXhealth Fit, $499. At Costco, just under £480. Our price is so much less, less than 300, and then with PayPal paying 3, you can spread the cost. That's £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. That's if you pay on our website. That's always the easiest way to shop. shopontv.co.uk. There you'll find all our live shows when we go there, and all our products. There's over 700,000 products, but when you're on the website, shopontv.co.uk, go to the live on air button, and that'll take you through to all the products that we're going to be featuring on tonight's live show. That means you can multi-order across the show and pay just 1 postage.
And there it is, pop it in your basket. Remember, we will show you how it stores away. It'll go under the sofa, it'll go under the bed. It's an incredible saving, especially when you see it against prices elsewhere. You will kick yourself, because there's no way you'll spend another £200. You know, when this sells out, and it sells out time and time again, and we do expect it, especially going into January, not to last very long. There's no way you're going to buy it for another £200, or actually another £500 from DIY. You've got such an incredible price for something that can be quite... Life change is a big thing to say, but we're meant to move, we're meant to walk. So many people find this one of the easiest ways to get back into shape, because if you're lucky enough to be able to walk one step in front of another, we're meant to do it. You're not learning something new. And to have something indoors, so it doesn't matter what the weather's like. It says it's going to be really cold over the next sort of week, and it's been really miserable. It's dark so early, it's dark so late into the day. The days seem to be dark all day. Perhaps where you live, you don't particularly feel so safe walking anymore, for potholes or for whatever reason. This is allowing you, when you're watching TV and you can hear my breath, I'm getting my heart rate up, I'm burning calories, I'm moving. But I'm doing something that's so simple, I don't even have to think about it whilst I'm talking to you. So you could be doing this watching your favourite soap, you could be doing this watching the news in the morning, and you'll be amazed at how quickly, especially when you start to put it with a little bit of healthy eating going into the new year, thinking, well, I have overindulged, if I just try and be a little bit better with my food, how quickly you can notice a difference. Perhaps the fact that you feel you can walk a little bit further now, and perhaps you could walk to the shop where normally you would drive. Or perhaps you notice, you know, the stairs aren't such an effort anymore because you're walking yourself fitter. You don't have to believe me, go onto the internet, and what you'll find, if you put is, even if you only walk on here, and you can jog, you can run, because you've got the speeds, goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. If you only walk, put in is walking good for my health. You'll be blown away. There's so many things we can't say, but we're meant to move. It's so good for your health. But actually, you don't have to do as many steps as you think. It used to be, I don't know, thousands, didn't it? If you just put in, is 2,000 steps a day good for me? Yes, as many steps as you can do. Just recently, there was a big thing about 3,000 steps a day. Not being just good for the body, being good for the mind. There's something about movement, exercise, happy dolphins, I call it, happy endorphins. It gives you that buzz. You're meant to move, and I think it's good for the entire body. For me, mind as well. If I exercise first thing, I have a clearer head that day. I get so much more done. But if I'm sluggish, and I think we're all sluggish right now, and I don't exercise, I'm slow all day. I'm miserable, you know, it affects me. I don't get things done. I haven't got the oomph. Exercise truly can give you that oomph. And having this in your home allows you to do exactly that. And you don't have to believe just me. The NHS are passionate that a brisk walk is so good.
Well, this is what the NHS recommend. A brisk 10-minute daily walk has lots of health benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. Now, that's as recommended in physical activity guidelines for adults aged 19 to 64, but this goes across that age range that you see there. And walking on a treadmill does count towards that recommended exercise. Don't think, 150 minutes, how am I going to do that? That's 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night.
And do as much as you can. My mum's 87 and she doesn't do 150 minutes a week, but she will go upstairs every day because it's in the spare room upstairs, and she'll walk for as far as she can.
For as long as she can,
and helping her keep mobile.
Which is fantastic.
Which is so good. She doesn't use the handlebars for her, she just uses static.
For stability,
For stability. But my goodness, what a difference, because she won't walk out on her own. She doesn't feel strong enough, and she doesn't pavements.
But it's also dark at 4, and the surfaces are slippery. There's leaves everywhere. I mean, let's face it, you guys, this is the perfect time to to get something like this.
It really is.
And you know what? I wish I could be at your house when you put in the browser, is walking good for me?
Yeah,
In your computer, it will explode.
Hundreds of pages that come up.
Exactly. And the thing is, we're just not, like you said, we're not walking enough. We're parking closer to the supermarket.
Yeah, we're sat down all the time.
Our lives are static now, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're really static.
When we were created, we worked the land. There was no cars, there was no working in offices. You worked the land, you walked, you ran.
Yeah.
Whereas now, we all sit in an office, we sit on a train,
Yeah,
we sit in
yeah.
a car, and we're very static. Our hobbies are sitting on the phone, sitting on a tablet, sitting watching television. And over Christmas, we've done that so much.
Of course.
I think we're all ready. I think we all feel now.
We want to get moving.
Because
don't we?
we've been
I want to
hibernating.
get moving,
Do you know what?
please.
Today it was really funny because I was coming to the studio and I live in Hampshire, so it's a 4-hour train journey.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to get on the train.
you have
Oh
to be
my
sat
gosh.
down.
And I have to be set. But I was like, okay, this is good because I'm going to get there. We're going to work
I'll
out.
get
It's
my
going to be
steps
really
in.
good.
Now,
Exactly.
We must cover that this will fit in any home because
Yeah, let me
it
show
folds
you.
completely flat.
I'm
Katie's going to show us and how it arrives as well because there's
Yeah.
no big build on this, is there, Katie?
Gosh, there's no big build, kids, because if there was, I
We'd never
couldn't.
cope with that.
We could never cope. What I love about this is when you get it, everything is assembled. Except for the little handles, and the handles just have to be jacked in for the electrics.
So there's a little jack inside here.
Exactly that. So you just jack it in, and then you get an Allen key with it, and you put the little handles on.
And
It's
we're done.
amazing.
Great.
But this is what first of all, treadmills are great. You have to have a crane to get them into your house.
Well, the ones at the gym are massive, aren't
And
they? It's a bit like
complicated.
flying a
Complicated,
plane.
exactly.
You're like, what button do I press? I just want to walk.
And then
I
you have
just
to do a
wanna walk.
quiz before you start.
A
don't
quiz
you?
about how many
tall,
kids
how
do
much
you
do you
have?
weigh,
What's your
da-da-da.
birthday? You know, all those things. So guess what? We folded the arms down. I'm just going to lift from the base, and there's wheels.
So you can move it
Are
really
you kidding me?
easily,
No
yeah.
other. I've never seen a treadmill like this in my life, where you can just move it around the house.
So it's great if you want to move it into a different room. Maybe you want to take it in the conservatory and look out onto the garden.
Yeah,
so it feels
absolutely.
like you're outside walking. Maybe you want to put it in front of the TV and go on one of those virtual walks.
Well, that's the thing.
But it doesn't
yeah.
take up any space,
And the
does
nice
it?
thing is, if you do, I mean, if you can leave it out, great, because I think it encourages you to get on it. But if you do need to put it away, it makes it so easy to pop away. You can either stand it like you see it, perhaps behind, or in between, actually, a unit, perhaps the wardrobe and the drawers or something, or
It
a
will
unit
stand
in the
on its own.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. But it will slide under a sofa or under a bed. So when you do need to hide it away, you can. We haven't got a great deal of space, so for us, the fact you can put it away like this is fantastic.
And it's
It's
easy
amazing.
to get out. That's the
Yeah.
other thing. It's not a
Yes.
chore, is it?
Totally, and I live in a really small flat. I mean, I'm a New Yorker. Like, I don't have room for any of this stuff. But this is great. An ironing board, we did that test. I know we
Yes,
always
we
talk
did.
about that. An ironing board is actually bulkier
It's
than
wider,
this.
yeah.
You can see it's literally nothing. I mean, it's just teeny weeny. And
But
then
when you do have it out, you'll want to be using it. You'll want to get
Yeah.
those steps in.
We had a model and she did one show with us on the treadmill, very similar to this.
Yeah.
Not quite as good quality, not with the upper body workout. But she purchased it that very first show. And oh my goodness, we watched her change. She'd come in, and she was an older lady.
Yeah.
And she'd come in at every next show when we brought her into model. And we watched her change,
She
confidence,
blossomed.
visually.
It's so cool. I
And
love
she
it.
started to wear a little bit of makeup. She changed her hair. She started
Yes.
to wear brighter clothes. And we started to see her sort of getting smaller and smaller sort of thing, and fitter and fitter. To a point when, in the end, she was like, "Oh my goodness!" When she was talking to the viewers at home, she was like, "You know, it's amazing. I'm doing so much more now because I know I've got the strength
Yeah.
to do it." She started dancing with her husband.
She went to dance lessons, yeah.
Which was like amazing, and her treadmill was only a walking treadmill. She couldn't jog or run. It was truly a walking treadmill. But she walked herself into a fitter her, and to the point where she then booked a cruise. And she said to us, she said, "The only reason I've booked a cruise, I've always wanted to cruise." She says, "But I knew I couldn't back then walk around the ship. It would be a real struggle for me. I'd really struggle to get off the ship and see the countries and do the trips. But now I feel fit enough to do that.
It's
What
so
a great
good.
motivation. And
Yeah.
this is such a better treadmill because you've got the arms, which means you've got an upper body workout. You've got a machine that's not just for walking, it's for walking, jogging and running. It's a brilliant bit of kit. It's got what we call the motivation station, the little readout that you see there that tells you the speed. It gives you an idea of calories burnt as
Exactly.
well,
So you can just have that little competition with yourself all the time, which I love. And it's a constant loop on the LCD light of the distance that you've gone, the time you've been on, and the calories you've burned, and the speed you're on. So it's great. And you know what you can do is I was on 4 yesterday. I'm going to go up to 4.5 today. That's great.
Burn a few more calories today.
And the walking pads are wonderful. Listen,
of course.
they came into play with the pandemic because we weren't getting out. But you could never run on them. There's no way.
This is walking, jogging,
You're never going to
and running.
outgrow this machine because
No.
if you do get to a point, if you only ever walk on it, it will be amazing. But if you do get to a point where actually I want to jog, it's got a really nice spring to it. I'm not a great runner because I haven't got great knees, but this has got a really nice bounce.
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
sprung.
So
It's sprung.
much kinder, I think, to my joints.
It's low impact, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
always
really,
pounding the
really
road.
nice. Exactly. And it's quiet. You know, most treadmills are really loud and they vibrate. This is so quiet. There's 4 stabilizers in each corner, so your carpets or floors are protected. But it's so great and it's so portable. It's
and we've got 2 going at the same time here, and they're so quiet. 155216 is the item number. Feature-wise, let's just remind you of all those features. It really is very stylish, but it's all about the different speeds, going from 0.8 up to 8 kilometres per hour, whether it's walking, jogging and running. You've got a timer on there, you've got a calorie counter on there, you've got the 2 handles so you can get an upper body workout, and they've got great resistance, like Katie was saying, up to 30 kg of resistance.
It's a treadmill, it's a cross trainer, it's a rowing machine. It takes a really good weight as well, so 18.9 stone, which is great for home fitness equipment. Remember, it's Stores flat, I should say, and it's allowing you to get a full body workout. And honestly, do your own research. You truly can walk yourself into a healthier you. But the great thing with this treadmill is you can jog, you can run. It'll go from 0.8 to 8 kilometres per hour. You've got that amazing upper body as well. And if you're using those arms, you're multitasking, you're using more muscle groups, which will allow you to burn even more calories. And I think we all like to multitask. You know, you don't want to spend hours doing your legs and then hours doing your arms. Do the whole thing at one time, and that's what it's all about, allowing you to have one piece of equipment that allows you to work the whole body.
The other thing to talk about is the weight limit on this machine. It's 120 kilos, that's 18.9 stone. That's really generous weight limit for a piece of equipment like this. The other thing, when I first saw it, and I'm just going to put the speed up a little bit, when I first saw it, because I'm 6'4", I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to stride out on that, because when I walk, I have quite a stride, don't I?
Yeah, I'm like this.
Can
you go a bit slower, please?
Running behind me. But if I put it up to 5, well, go up to 5, you can really see I can stride out properly. So even though it's not a huge footprint, it's great no matter what size you are.
It's compact to
for
be in your
everybody.
home, but if you are taller with a longer leg, it still has that right length for you to truly stride and, of course, to jog and to run. Price-wise, if you don't buy it from us, when we sell out, and I say when because I do expect we will in January, we will sell out of this product quite quickly. You will kick yourself because actually it's another £500 at DIY.co.uk.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Which
$7.99.
Absolutely. I mean, what a saving. Then MAXhealthFit.co.uk and Costco, well, that's similar prices, $4.99 and $4.79 was virtually $4.80. So you're still saving £200 from those prices. And, of course, with that PayPal payment,
there's a lot of P's there.
It allows you to split that cost to £102.98. That's the first of the 3 payments. Remember, if you want to put anything else into your basket, there'll be no extra delivery charge. And remember, you'll be getting this just at the right time. Because going into the new year, we're not going to start right now, are we? We're waiting for New Year. We're going to do New Year, and then we're going to get into January, and we're going to start making that difference for 2026. This will be delivered just in time, just when you really feel you need to start moving.
I've got to get moving. We think about all that beige food we've been eating, and it's great, and we should indulge. It is. That's what Christmas is all about, into the new year.
But it's getting that balance.
Yeah.
And getting that balance back in the new year is just a great way to get, I think, you fresh, your mind fresh, you ready for that year. And we all know we need to move. We need to try and be a bit healthier.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're not asking you to try something really new. If you're lucky enough to put one step in front of another, one foot in front of another, honestly, this is the easiest way to get
something
yourself
that's
fitter.
achievable, and that's so important, isn't it? Now, it is all about health and well-being tonight. We've also got a collagen supplement, and if you've got any type of social media and you look on your social media, you'll see lots of different collagen supplements out there. We've got a liquid collagen from ERC, Epidermal Research Centre. When we talk about collagen, I think a lot of people don't realise how much collagen we have in our body.
Oh, I think you think it's in creams and it's in injections and it's good for our skin, which of course it is, but I don't think we realise that actually our body is full of collagen. When we're born, it's virtually the glue that holds our body together. It's in abundance in our skin, it's in our muscles, our ligaments, our bones. But sadly, as we age, we start to lose collagen. And that's girls and guys. We have a chart that just says women, but it is the girls and the guys. It's just the ladies, we do lose that little bit more in our 50s. But you all see and feel that loss of collagen. In the mirror, you see the lines and the wrinkles. You see the sagginess to the skin that creates the very deep nose-to-mouth lines and the droopy sort of jowl area. And that's us losing the collagen, losing the elasticity in the skin. But then we feel it in the body as well.
Yeah, when you get up out of a low chair or you get out of bed in the morning and you make it, all those noises you start to make. That is, again, lack of collagen in our body. So we need to balance it out, don't we? So if we lose collagen naturally, we've got a collagen supplement that can replace it.
If you were lacking in iron and someone said, well, take an iron capsule, oh gosh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll get the iron back into my body and see if it makes that difference. So if that looking old and feeling old is from the lack of your collagen, from losing collagen, doesn't it make sense to take it? And we think, and one of the best ways to take it is in liquid form. And ERCs, the benefits that people have said they get from taking ERC.
Well, a liquid collagen, as you can see, is quickly absorbed. This is 100% natural flavour. It's gorgeous. Take it first thing in the morning, keep it in the fridge. It's like that little shot for you. It's sugar-free, it's natural berry flavour. And you may see these because you're balancing out that loss of collagen. So you're replacing it, so you may see less aches and pains in muscles and joints. It might be that you see firmer skin. It might be stronger hair and nails that you see. Like we say, 100% natural flavouring, and it's sugar-free. And the other thing we always say is multi-order here, isn't it?
Yeah, because you might notice a difference in your nails and your hair within that first bottle, but it is a supplement. So it's a bit like going to the gym. You can't go once and suddenly your body changes and you stay great forever. You've got to get that routine into your life, and with a supplement you need to get that into the body, and it says optimum really about 3 months. So if you can get 3 bottles, great, but at least get 2, so you really truly start to see the differences collagen can make.
And if you do multi-order, you'll only pay 1 postage. So your item number on our collagen supplement, 460114 is the item number. Shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to find everything. Now, we're lucky enough to work with Diane from ERC, who comes into the shows. She brings us great skincare, but she also brings us this collagen supplement we're talking about. Let's see what Diane had to say. Diane joins us. Now, your background is beauty. You were a beauty therapist for a number of years, and you still are, really.
Absolutely. So, background, yes, all about beauty, anything to do with skin and health and how we can treat the body and really look after the largest living organ. I mean, simple as.
Liquid collagen has blown me away.
Liquid collagen is, now we originally started to develop this just for skin, and then we had the benefits of it's amazing for not only skin, but for hair, for nails, and for joints. So if you think about collagen, we know over 70% of the body, of the skin, is made up of collagen, but over 30% of the protein in the body is collagen.
Gosh.
And we'll deplete that year after year after year.
So that can be your joints, your ligaments.
Your joints, your ligaments, your tendons. Collagen is the building block of everything within the body.
And this is the depletion we're talking about.
And we see ourselves as we age, but we feel as we age as well, don't we?
And it might be something as simple as, you know, a roll over in bed isn't just a quick flip, or a get up from the couch isn't as easy as what it used to be. You go for a walk and you feel a bit stiffer, or you exercise and it takes you more than a couple of days to recover. So this collagen is great because it literally, you are going to take 1 shot per day for 10,000 milligrams of collagen.
Now that's important, the dosage,
That's
isn't it?
huge, absolutely. So really, there's lots of other collagen brands out there. Some of them might be 4,000, 5,000, 8,000. This is 10,000 milligrams and it's only 1 shot.
Wow.
That's the other beauty. And it's in a liquid formulation.
And it tastes great.
And it tastes great.
It tastes great. I've got mine in my fridge. It tastes amazing. Every morning my body wants it.
Absolutely. And when you don't take it, that's when you know, don't you?
Isn't it amazing?
I find I'm more tired. So, you know, out and about a lot. If I miss a day or two, it's amazing how I notice my energy levels start to decline. But when I take it regularly, every day, you know, one of these bottles will last you 3 weeks, 20 days, and a 25ml shot each and every day.
Okay.
But for me, it's part of my morning routine. Wake up, open the fridge, out comes the milk for the coffee, out comes the collagen's taken, the kettle's on, it goes back, and I'm done. And it's the simplicity of it that is beautiful.
It is that super boost. Now, when it comes to advanced liquid collagen, it is about all those results. The flavour is gorgeous, but it's going to help with things like skin, hair, nails. There's so many benefits.
Absolutely. And this is the way, you know, topically, we're great at sort of working on the face area, maybe the hands, but we're not as great with the body skin, okay? This treats literally from the top of your head to the tips of your toes in 1 25ml shot.
Because we notice the difference under our arms, don't we, as we age? our legs at top of your knees.
Exactly.
What goes on?
The texture changes, the skin changes. You're losing those fatty acids. The collagen is depleting. So this is a super simplistic way. Take 1 shot each and every day. And it's the 25ml. That's what gets me. It's that one little baby shot. The measuring cap comes literally as your measure. So the cap comes, it's included. Take one of those, but you are treating from up here down to the base of your tippy toes.
That's incredible, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Beauty from inside out, but it's not just about your skin and your hair and your nails, it is about your joints as well. I've got mum onto this, she's in her 80s, her next birthday she's 86. It's never too late, is it, to make that difference?
It's never too late. I have a neighbour of mine who calls it his magic potion. Joe is 86 and he's like, I've run out of the magic stuff, Diane, where is it? And his wife Margaret, so she's about 82, Margaret comes along, you got any magic potion? I've got magic potion for you. But I think it's that whole, if you find that you are feeling a little bit more stiff, if you just don't feel that you've got the energy you used to have, or maybe you're trying to recover from an operation, you know, sometimes, or you've been on like meds for lots of years, and sometimes your body just needs that boost. This is a great way, a healthy way, because it's packed with type 1 and type 3 collagen, so they're the most prolific and abundant in the body naturally. It's also got the gorgeous hyaluronic acid in there. Now, we love that for skin, but we also love it for joint mobility and motion. We've then got things like vitamin C. We've got B4, B5, B7, B6, B12. It is absolutely packed.
They're all vitamins we hear constantly our bodies should have, aren't they?
Totally. So all the vitamins are packed in here. We need obviously the vitamin C to help it get all around the system. But we've then got things like biotin. So with your hair, if you're struggling with fine hair, lots of breakage, perfect. If your nails feel really, really weak, I mean, I've laughed now, my nail girl is like, not again. Every 2 weeks she's like, do they need cutting again?
Why are they growing so quick?
Because they're growing so quickly, and she's literally like, no gel on you, you can only have polish these days, because it's just like, it's a super thickness. So it really is about, it's about strength, it's about sort of helping to repair and rebuild what's natural in the system through 1 single shot a day.
So it just makes sense, doesn't it? 1 tasty shot, we should mention, every single day. Great out of the fridge first thing in the morning. Lots of people mention it gives them energy, which should be another sort of benefit on this page. But can you imagine perhaps some less aches and pains in muscles and joints. And we always say, you know, individual results will vary, but oh gosh, yes, please.
If you got any of those
Firmer
benefits.
skin, so getting rid of that sagginess to the droopy jowls.
Stronger hair and nails.
Diminishing some of the lines and wrinkles, yes.
But that was one of the first things you noticed, actually, with collagen supplements, your hair, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of people notice hair and nails in the very first sort of bottle. You'll start to notice a difference. But again, it is different for absolutely everybody. And lots of people, you know, perhaps take it for the skin and then actually notice a difference in their joints. So they're taking it for their joints and then look in the mirror and think, oh my goodness, my skin looks better. There's some great vitamins in here as well. So it's a bit like a multivitamin. You've got your hyaluronic, but there's vitamin D's, vitamin B's, and your B12, and really important vitamins, but a really tasty, easy drink to take. As we do say with all supplements, let it get into your system. So if you can, do multi-order, and well worth doing that at this price.
Yeah, it's pretty much half the usual price. If you do multi-order, you'll only pay one postage, remember. 460114 is the item number, whether you shop on the website, shopontv.co.uk, or you can order on the phones, 03333 241 241. But we've got to get back to our treadmill with Katie, our guest.
Go.
Katie brings us some great fitness equipment. In fact, this was the first piece that you bought us.
Yeah,
and I think it sold out in like 30 minutes.
You sent me home at like 1 o'clock. I was like this. Wait,
go, Katie,
what have I done? In the nicest possible way, you have to go home.
Now, when this arrives, let's start from the very beginning,
Okay,
if
let's
you can,
go.
Katie, because you don't have to worry about building this.
No,
it's
thank
really
goodness.
portable as well.
It's so portable. It's so easy. When you get it, the only thing you have to do, the bars are on, but the handles you need to
so
attach.
it's this top section you
Yeah,
see
the
here.
top section, exactly. And there's a little jack that you just pick to, you kind of slide together.
So it plugs in.
And then you have an Allen key, and you can see there's 2 screws there, and that's really it.
So you
and
just
then you
tighten up,
turn it on.
plug
Exactly.
it in. Good to go.
You have a safety, which is great because the machine will not run without this. So if you've got people at home that you don't want
So
on
little
this,
ones.
Yeah.
little kiddly winkies,
It's
you
a
want
bit like the key to the machine,
Yeah, the
so it
ignition.
won't work without it. So if you put
Exactly.
that into a drawer or a cupboard that they can't get to, they can't use it without you knowing.
Exactly. And then for using it, it couldn't be easier. I never know how to turn anything on, ever. I don't know how to turn anything off.
This we're okay.
This, exactly. So this, we have a toggle, and you press it forward, okay? Your LCD screen is going to say 3, 2, 1, and then you get 0.8. This is what I love about it, too, is that if you are rehabilitating, and again, talk to your,
Always
your
check
doctor.
with your doctor or your practitioner.
Right.
But it starts at 0.8 kilometres
Yeah,
per
so you
hour.
can really articulate through the feet, and you can really get that nice, easy step going. And especially if you've gone through some sort of break or what have you, where you have to sort of get back on your feet, but you have to be super careful. So this is why it's fantastic. And again, for any age as well, if people that haven't been walking, they've been sitting, and you want to get started really easily, this is a wonderful way to do it. And then you just increase the speed. So you can walk, jog, or run on this.
Now, this is great because we've worked with lots of treadmills, but this is the only one we've worked with where you can really change the speeds on here. It goes from that 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres. Now, we did this with you, Hayley, but you didn't even get up to that top speed,
No,
did
I'm
you?
not a great runner, so I'm not doing 8 kilometres. So what I do is walk nice and slowly right at the beginning, that 0.8, so you can rehabilitate. Just use the handlebars static, so they're your stability. In the middle, I'm about halfway through the levels, so I'm doing a brisk walk, and I'm using the upper body to do sort of the cross trainer, but you can use that as a rowing machine, so working all the upper body, the chest, the back fat, the bingo wings, all at the same time as I'm walking. And then I was probably running around about, I don't know, between 6 to 7 kilometres per hour there. So the great thing is you can walk, you can brisk walk, you can jog, you can run on here, which makes it so versatile, means you won't outgrow the machine as you improve. If you only walk on it, you can walk yourself fit, but it also means the whole family can use it.
That's
Some people might be a little bit fitter than others, so someone can just use it for walking, someone can run, and this is how you'll have it at home. Have it in front of the TV, watch the TV.
Of course, exactly. And I love it when I see kids get on it, especially little boys, because they're football, they're playing football. They get on and they're just like loving it, and they get up to that 8 kilometers per hour. I'm like, oh my gosh, but I love that you got on because Shauna's really tall, right? And you think, oh my gosh, it's not going to be, it's not going to fit
when I first saw it, I thought...
Well, we've seen actually a guy on it here.
Yeah, that's Tony.
It's got the stride, even if you're taller.
Yeah, it's great.
You can really stride out, can't you? Even
definitely.
at that higher speed, you can.
Yeah.
And then you want to run on it, you can run on it. It's got that nice bounce to it, that nice spring to it. So it's not like when you're running outside on solid concrete.
Yeah, hard.
It's really not good,
hard on the joints. It's sprung. And also too, especially when you're older and it's getting dark at 4 o'clock, you know, this is crazy and the surfaces aren't steady, and then you've got leaves, and so you're not feeling confident about going out.
Well, you don't want to go out in that kind of weather, do you? But you still want to get your moves in. You want to get those steps in.
We noticed the difference. You probably noticed the difference over the winter because you haven't been moving. Over Christmas, we've been moving even less and we've been eating even more. And everything starts to stiffen up. You feel slow. The stairs are an effort now, aren't they?
Yeah.
The thought of walking down to the shop, you're not going to get there. You're going to get in the car and drive to the shop. We're meant to move, and it's a bit like a... You know, if you don't use it, you lose it.
That's
if you've got a gate that you never open, when you come to open that gate,
creak,
it's stiff and it's, you know, you can't get it open. And our joints are the same. If we're not using them, they will stiffen up. We're meant to move. And this is allowing you in your home, whatever the weather, however dark and miserable it is outside, it's allowing you to walk at home. While you're watching the TV, perhaps jump on in the morning when you watch the news or when you watch your favourite soap. And it allows you, without even thinking about it, because if we're lucky enough to be able to walk, it is just one step in front of another. It's not something we've got to learn. It's not something we have to think about. But the other lovely thing is, and you can just walk on here, but always remember, you can jog, you can run. But you have got this great upper body workout, which just makes this so versatile, allowing you to work the bingo wings, the back fat, working that core, which is your balance. And it allows you to do it all at once, again, without really thinking about it. You can use these static and just use them for stability, but then use it as a cross trainer. And now I'm using 2 different machines at the gym all at the same time. Use it as a rowing machine, and you can see the resistance there really works those muscles. And that's what it's all about. It's all about this fitting into your life and you using it. Even if you only walk on it, go on the internet and just put in, is walking good for my health? Put in the internet, it's 2,000 steps. You don't have to do hundreds of thousands of steps a day. 2,000 steps is so beneficial. Just recently they were saying if you could do 3,000 steps a day, not only is it good for the body, how good it is for the mind. We're meant to move. And everything goes against us. Our lives now are so different to when we created. There was no cars, there was no offices. So now we do sit in an office, we sit in a car to get to work. Lots of people working from home, so you're not even walking around the office now. The offices have lifts. It's stopped us doing the thing that our body is meant to do, and that's why we're becoming a bigger nation. But if you know you need to make some changes, do something that's doable. Don't start going crazy in January and joining classes and not knowing if you're coming or going and not having the energy to do it. Do the thing that's so natural. One step in front of another. Walk yourself into a fitter you. But remember, market-beating price, and only as ever with the treadmill, as long as stock is there.
Now, when you look at what you will pay elsewhere at DIY.co.uk, $7.99, at MAXhealth Fit, $4.99, at Costco, just under £480, nowhere near our price, under £300, $299.99. That comes down to £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. That's if you use PayPal, Pay in 3, and you pay on the website, shopontv.co.uk. If you've not shopped with us before, you just need the item number at the top of the screen there. 155216 is your item number. Get shopping, get this delivered home. We're already busy across the show, so please, whatever you're shopping for, get it in your basket, check it out, and get it home and see what a difference it can make to you.
That's it. We're starting a new year, new you. And if you know you need to do something, honestly, we've got the right item for you today because it is something that's really natural, really easy if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, and it really can make a difference to your every day. But don't go anywhere. We're going to show you loads more about the machine. If you've just joined us, do remember it does fold down so you can store it under the bed or under a sofa if you want to put it away. But but just try and get into the habit of using this every day.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for a few minutes, every little counts.
Every step counts, doesn't it? It's about getting those steps in, and don't think it's beyond your reach. Don't think you've got to do 10,000 steps straight away. Maybe you start and do 500 steps. You do 5 minutes on the machine. It's all about building up and being able to do it whenever you want to, because in this weather that we've got right now, we don't want to go out, do we?
I think lots of us fail New Year's resolutions because we've been so lazy over Christmas. We've eaten so much.
And that's okay.
And it's really difficult to get going again, isn't it? And then we throw ourselves into this extreme, starving ourselves, and then trying to exercise to the extreme. Things you've never done before. You're going out running, or this allows you to just easily, as and when you've got a few minutes, get some steps into your every day, and you'll be amazed at the I can never say it.
Domino.
Domino.
Not dynamo.
Domino effect. That once you start to walk and feel, well, I feel a little bit better, but then you think about healthy eating, and it's a great way to start the next year. 2026 could be your year.
It certainly could. We'll be right back with more after this. Merry Christmas!
Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we have got a great show. It's just the right time to start thinking about being a healthier you next year. This will be delivered just in time after the new year, when we've had all the celebrations and we want to start doing something. You can start walking or jogging or running yourself into a healthier
Yeah,
you.
when you look at a treadmill like this, you don't expect that it has a speed range from 0.8 kilometres up to 8 kilometres per hour. So, as Hayley said, that gentle walk, maybe you're rehabilitating, always check with your doctor. Maybe you want to stride out on an ample walk, a nice brisk walk, or maybe you want to run on here. You can go up to 8 kilometres per hour. That's why this treadmill is for everyone. If you can step out and get those steps in, because steps are so important, aren't they?
Absolutely, and you can do an upper body workout, which we'll talk you through. But actually, if you only got this home and walked on it, walking is so good for your health. And it's not just us saying that. The NHS are passionate that a 10-minute brisk walk a day is so beneficial.
Yeah, it counts towards your daily routine, your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. And don't look at that and think, 150 minutes? That's 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. You can spread it out however you want to. The NHS recommend it, as recommended in the physical activity guidelines for adults 19 to 64. It goes way beyond that. Hayley's mum gets her steps in on her treadmill, and walking on a treadmill counts towards that recommended exercise.
That's it. Every little counts. My mum is 87. She doesn't do 20 minutes a day, but she goes upstairs. It's in the spare room. She uses the handle static, and she walks for as far as she can, and it keeps her moving because she's not going out in the weather like it is. The pavements aren't great. The pavements are slippy. It's cold. It's wet. It's horrible out there, but it allows her to get those steps in. You at home, perhaps you've just had a little one and you want to exercise. You can't go out to the gym. You can't afford it, perhaps, or perhaps you can't leave the little one. You've got no one to look after the baby. While the little one's sleeping, it's really quiet. You could be walking yourself into a fitter you. Perhaps you normally go out jogging and, you know, the weather's miserable and you're really missing that exercise. Jog on here, run on here, get that upper body work. Perhaps you like the cross trainer, perhaps you like the rowing machine. Honestly,
you've got that resistance.
It's so versatile.
Yeah, these arms are brilliant because you've got up to 30 kg of resistance in those. It really engages the muscles, so it gives you full body workout. Our usual price is almost £500, but we shopped around. We looked what you could buy it for elsewhere. At DIY.co.uk, it's £799 for this same machine. At MAXhealth profit, just under £500, our usual price. At Costco, 480, just shy of a couple of pennies. We've got it less than £300. It's in stock and it's ready to dispatch to you right now. And if you use PayPal Pay in 3 and you pay online, £102.98 on your first of 3 payments.
An amazing price, and we do expect to sell out the stock we've got. We hope it lasts into January, but we know the stock of this disappears really quickly. And the sad thing is, if you don't buy it whilst we've got this deal on, you won't buy it because you won't pay another, well, £500 when those prices, £200 on the other deals. You've got such, it's not like you're saving £20 or £30 tonight. You're saving a massive amount. So grab it and split that cost and get this home and start moving a little bit every day and just see those changes. And the great thing is, one step in front of another. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, this isn't something that's going to confuse you. It's not something that's complicated. It's not something that you've got to go out, you know, and get to the gym. You've got to go out and walk or run in the horrible weather. This is in your home. You could have your pyjamas on as long as you've got some sensible shoes. Doesn't matter what you look like. Watch the news and do a few steps.
Yeah,
What's your favourite stuff? So easy when you've got this at home. And don't forget, it folds away as well, so it will store under the sofa or under the bed. We'll show you that later too, which means it will fit into anybody's home.
So 155216 is the item number if you've not shopped with us before. We've got a great range of products on the show, so we're going to give you a quick preview. Something else that Hayley's wearing right now is our weighted vest.
I love this.
Now, this is brilliant for maximising your workout. It is exactly what it says. It's got weights in the back of the vest that you can see there. Now, it only weighs 1 kilo or 2 pounds, so the great thing is that extra weight, whether you're doing daily chores, as you can see here, or whether you're doing your workout, is going to maximise what you're doing.
Honestly, having that extra weight allows you to burn more calories. Also gets you stronger quicker. Why the army, they go out running with really heavy weighted
the big backpacks. Yeah.
That extra weight helping you get stronger faster. It's really comfortable to wear. It's not a really heavy weight, so you're not going to feel you need to take this off. But it makes such a difference, not only to you doing your everyday things or exercising whilst you're wearing it, but also to your stance.
As soon as you put it on, it sort of lifts you, doesn't it?
It seems to pull your shoulders back just naturally, how you should be, and instantly you stand better. When you stand better, you know, it's like you lose a dress size.
It brings everything in,
when you're like this, everything's hanging out, but when you're like this, everything sits in place.
Everything's
better.
lifted.
So that it's so beneficial, I think, for so many reasons.
Yeah, the weight's at the back of the vest that you can see there. It is one size fits all, so you don't have to pick a size. One size fits all. It's £10 off the usual price. It's $39.99. If you add it in with something else, you'll only pay one postage. Fully and easily adjustable, and it's machine washable as well.
Yeah, you could swim in it if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can get it wet. It's neoprene,
great idea too. So whether you just wear it for everyday things, just to give you that little bit of weight, to give you that strength building and burning more calories, or whether you use it alongside your exercise, it is brilliant. And when we first brought this to air, gosh, we sold hundreds
went, yeah,
in a very short amount of time. So grab it whilst we've got the stock. And then something else, this is all about sort of fitness from outside in and inside out, because we're already very busy, and of course it's our collagen.
Yeah, you're already shopping for our collagen supplement. If you've got any kind of social media, you'll see lots of collagen supplements out there. Our supplement is from ERC. This is a liquid collagen. It's 10,000 milligrams per serving, and when we talk about collagen, the reason we need collagen is because it's all and everywhere in our body.
Yeah, I think we think it's in creams and it's in injections and it's good for our skin, which it is, but actually when you're born, you're full of collagen. It's your skin, it's in your skin in abundance. It's in your muscles, your bones, your ligaments. But sadly, as you age, collagen starts to deplete. And for men and women, for everybody. But what you'll find is women, we do lose it a little bit quicker, especially through our 50s. But that loss of collagen, you can visually see it. You get the sagginess to the skin, so you start to see the droopy jowls, you see the deep nose to mouth lines, you start to see the lines and the wrinkles, collagen depletion.
Yeah.
But you feel it as well in your body. As you get old, it's a bit different getting out of bed and things.
Getting out of bed, getting out of those or into those low chairs and low car seats, when you're making those oohs and those ah noises, that again is to do with the collagen depletion. So it makes sense if we lose something to balance it out by replacing it with a supplement.
Well, if we lost, you know, if we were lacking in iron, and someone said to you, well, take an iron capsule, you wouldn't even think twice about it. You think, oh, gosh, yeah. Or if you're thirsty, you'd get yourself a glass of water. You'd get the balance right. Well, this is exactly the same. If you're losing collagen, it's making you look and feel old. Take collagen, and our ERC is liquid collagen, and see the benefits for yourself. And obviously, we always say results may vary, but take a look at benefits that a lot of people do
And
find.
this is the balance we talk about. Maybe you will get less aches and pains in muscles and joints. It might be the fact that you do get firmer skin or stronger hair and nails. As Hayley said, people see one benefit. Some people see all these benefits that we talk about. It's hyaluronic acid in there. It's a great multivitamin. There's lots of vitamins in there as well.
Vitamin D's, vitamin B's. It tastes amazing. Get it cold out of the fridge in a morning. Oh my, it's like a kickstart to the day. Lots of people mention the fact that it also gives them energy, so another good reason to take it first thing. And it is a supplement, so the more you can take, the longer you can take it, the better those results. So it's just that 1 cap a day, but if you get a couple of bottles, they always say really sort of 3 months is optimum for supplements. So if you can get 3 bottles, great. If you can get 2 bottles, the longer you take it, the better those results.
And if you do multi-order, you'll only pay 1 postage with the collagen. So 460-114. That goes across the show, actually. And speaking of our shows, we're live every night from midnight through to 3 a.m. You can watch us on ITV1 STV. You can watch us on Freeview 89. These are just some of the shows that we've got coming up over the next few days. Tomorrow, we've got cleaning with Miracle Chamois. That's brilliant, isn't it? The cleaning.
It is. And then, of course, on New Year's Day, we've got Jane Plan. We've got loads of great things coming up in the future week as well. So please do join us every night, as we say, from around about midnight until 3 a.m. But also always on Freeview 89 from midnight. So please make sure you join us and catch up with some of our fabulous products. But stay with us now because you've got to meet
Look
Katie
who's
for a
turned
start.
up.
I'm here. Merry
Katie.
Christmas.
'Cause it was about a year ago to the day that we launched this.
That was
Yeah.
probably when
And
we
what
first
happened,
met you.
Katie?
I know. We sold out.
We did.
In about half an hour.
They sent me home.
We did.
Like, the minute I got here, I was
It
like,
tells that time
what's
and time
going
and time
on?
again.
I just...
We try and judge it right. We always try and get more stock in. So we've got a nice amount of stock, which we're hoping will last us.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
the show especially, but a little bit perhaps into January, but I'm not sure. We're starting the show really busy.
Exactly. That's the thing. You know, the deal right now is, we're in the heart of winter.
Yes.
It's cold.
Ooh, it's going to be really
dark.
cold out there tomorrow.
I know. Listen, I walked across the street and I was like this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's cold. It's dark. The surfaces are not safe, unfortunately, especially if you haven't been working out or, what have
You're not used to being out there.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
icy, it's slippy, there's piles of leaves everywhere.
it.
Winter
Exactly.
we do so much less, don't we?
Oh my gosh, 100%.
And then we've just had Christmas.
Yeah.
And we do a lot more of something,
We hibernate.
which is eat.
And we eat.
So we've been eating more, we've been moving
Which
less.
we're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
think we're all starting to think, I need to start moving,
It's
I need
time.
to start doing something. And I think we all fail a lot with New Year's resolutions because we put our goals too high.
Exactly, exactly
this is just
that.
walking ourselves fitter.
Do you know what? And I always say this, but I would love to be in the office with you if you're talking to your doctor and you say, "Is walking good for me?
Should I go for a walk?"
Should I go for a walk?" Oh my gosh, he would explode with laughter. But you also have the ability to work the upper body.
It's a
I'm just
full-
going to talk
full
you.
body, isn't
yeah,
it?
exactly. We are the only company, MAXhealth, on the market that actually has a treadmill
And you
that
do all
has.
the shows and exhibitions,
I'm
don't you?
everywhere. I'm
Brilliant.
everywhere. Yeah, but we also have this upper body workout, which I think actually makes it so unique.
So
I
unique.
don't want to spend a ton of time at the gym. I want to get in, get it done, put it away, and boom, that's it.
Well,
right?
for me, I could have done my workout on here before I'd even got to the gym because my gym's about 20 minutes away. So you could do a really good walk or jog or run because this has the speed to do all.
Exactly.
Without even going out the door.
Well, that's the thing, and I always say this: gym memberships are fantastic, but you have to go.
You do have to
Do you
go.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
And this is the answer. So again, you've got, it's so easy. You've got a little safety. That's your button. It's a magnet. And guess what? If you have little kids and don't want them on this, just put this in an adult drawer.
And it won't work.
Yeah. But you also have the toggle. And to click it forward, you just push it forward once. Don't lean into it. Just push it forward once. You're going to get a 3, 2, 1. And then it starts really slow at
So it
that
starts
0.8.
At the lowest speed, doesn't it?
Exactly, and it goes up to 8 kilometers per hour. Now, guess what? Walking pads are fantastic, but you know what? You can never get a jog on them. There's no way.
This, you can walk at whatever speed you like from 0.8 kilometres, but it goes right up
To 8
to an
kilometres.
8 kilometre speed. That means you can walk, you can jog, you can run, but then you can also take advantage of those arms, getting that upper body
Yes.
workout.
Well, I'm doing sort
Exactly.
of 3 different speeds there, and of course you've got so much more from 0.8 to 8 kilometres, and it goes up 0.1 each time you put the toggle forward. So I'm doing a really slow walk if you're rehabilitating. Always check with your doctor or your surgeon. But my mum, when she had her hips done, the first thing I wanted to do was to move.
Yeah,
get moving.
yeah.
If you don't use it, you lose it. You
Same.
need to get those joints moving. So you know you can walk nice and slow and just have the handlebars static, and that can be your stability.
Yeah.
In the middle, I'm doing a brisk walk. I could be jogging, but I'm doing a brisk walk and using that upper body workout at the same time. So I'm sort of halfway through the levels, but I'll be completely honest, I'm not a great runner. So I'm not running full speed on that. I would say I was between 6 and 7 kilometres per hour. It goes up to 8. So if you are a jogger, if you are a runner, you can get some great speed.
Yeah,
with
of
this.
course you can. That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
I'm not a runner either. I'm a dancer. I've had,
Which
you
means
know,
we've got bad knees.
I've got bad knees. I've actually had surgery on my right knee, and the first thing that they said to me too was,
Get up,
the
let's
day
move.
after, they took the plugs out of my, you know, thing, and I was like, what are we doing? And we had to start walking. I was
thought
like,
I'd be resting.
no,
we need to
this is
move.
not it. Exactly. But you know what I love about it is that you've got this upper body workout. 30 kg of resistance, kids.
You can feel that. I've never been on a treadmill that allows you to do this.
No,
when
exactly.
You can see, hey,
Exactly.
these muscles really activate when you pull back on there because you've got that proper resistance.
Exactly. And you know what? I think treadmills are great. Let's face it. They're great for cardio, low impact, what have you. But you're on there running away, and that's it.
That's your lot.
It's kind of boring.
Now, when this arrives, the other great thing is it's not going to take up a huge amount of space.
No, no.
So if you don't have a lot of space at home, the handles fold down. You can pop it underneath the sofa, underneath a bed, maybe free stands as well. So you could put it behind a door. So storage-wise, absolutely brilliant. And when it arrives, there's no big build, is there?
There's no big shebang, let's face
It's
it.
easy.
All you're
We've ordered fitness equipment, and it's turned up. We've opened the
In
box.
100 pieces.
And send
And
it back.
there's so many screws and bolts and bits that we like shut the box straight
Yeah.
away. And like, there's no
way.
I'm going to be able to build that.
That's so me. I'm like, forget it. So this is fantastic because it's all assembled. The handles you need to put on, and the manual that comes with it is
So
really
it's just this top section.
just the
isn't
top,
it,
the
Katie?
handles. Yeah, you have to plug in the electrics. There's a little jack,
Inside.
and then there's 2 screws, and you
Great
get an
stuff.
Allen key with it, which is fantastic.
And then plug it in, good to go.
And boom, that's it. I mean, if it was anything else, I'd be like, no, I can't do it. But this is the other thing, guys. You know what? Listen, if you're blessed to have a room that you have gym equipment or you have a little gym studio, what have you, fantastic. But you know what? If you're like me, I'm a New Yorker. I have a little flat. Like this
Limited on
is
space.
limited on space. You know, it folds flatter than an ironing board. We did that actually on another show. But guess what? You have wheels. I want to go here.
Now, when you do that
I
as
wanna
well,
go
you're
here.
not picking up the whole weight. It's only 24 kilos anyway.
Exactly.
But most of the weight's down at the bottom of the machine. Isn't
Exactly. So that's the nice thing too. You're just lifting, and then the wheel
it?
is doing
and
all
you
the
guide
work.
it wherever you want to take it.
And check this out, guys. I mean,
And we
seriously?
we got an ironing board out, and it was wider
Yeah,
than
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it was actually taller, our ironing board. So that you could slide if you wanted to between perhaps the units, perhaps some drawers and a
Yeah,
wardrobe or
behind the
something.
door, whatever
Yeah.
it is. It's fantastic. But I love that show when we were like, and we happen to have an ironing board here. I was like,
It
this
was
is
bigger.
great. I love Shop TV. Yeah, so this is the thing. And the one thing that you want to do or notice is that you can't see this, but there's 4 stabilizers on each corner. So for your house, it's fantastic. Your floors are protected.
Great.
The treadmill itself is sprung. So your
So if
joints
you
are
do want to
protected.
jog,
Yeah.
It's got a nice bounce.
And you can
to
see
it.
that bounce
It's,
there,
yeah,
can't you?
exactly. The nice thing about that is it's not like being out on a hard surface. And I love that too. What you want to do about every 100 uses is put a little WD-40 in it.
Right, keep it lubricated.
Right at the top,
Great.
exactly. And that's the upkeep of it. There's nothing
That's it.
to it.
And then when you want to use it, again, because it's got the wheels on, you can move it from room to room if you
Yeah,
want
nice
to.
in the conservatory, look out in the garden, watch the birds and the squirrels and the animals.
Yeah.
Or you could have it in front of the TV and watch the news in the morning, but actually, rather than sit and watch, walk and watch.
Because now we're sitting and watching. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean?
Too much sitting. We're meant to move.
We're meant to move, guys. This is the thing. And you know what? The fact that it is so lightweight and the fact that it's so portable, you can move it anywhere in your house.
And you will use it for that reason.
Of course, absolutely.
And if you are worried about not getting those steps in, not getting the movement in, this is the perfect solution.
Yeah.
Especially at this time of year, as we go into a new year, we have all those intentions, don't we? But usually we make those really big plans and we fall off the wagon and we fail really early on.
Yeah,
but
it's
this
so
is
true.
walking
Exactly.
at your own pace.
And I think everyone should know that you should set your resolutions at a thing it's
achievable pace.
Achievable pace, exactly. And what's more achievable than walking in your own home?
Well, it's the most natural thing, isn't it? We're meant to walk. When we were created, there were no cars. Nobody worked in an office. They worked the land. They walked. They ran. That's how they got around. But we don't do that anymore. Everything is so static. We sit so much. We sit at work. Our hobbies are sitting watching TV, sitting on the phone, sitting on a tablet, sitting on a computer. We get to work in the car. We sit in a car. We sit on a train. We do so much sitting. And sadly, when you're not moving, things start to sort of seize up. You notice you're not so good now with walking. The stairs are an effort. But actually, we're also not burning those calories that we're meant to burn. So sadly, we do start to become bigger. And I think that's why we are a bigger nation now, is because life has changed. And it's difficult to get out of that, especially through the winter months, because it's dark, it's miserable outside, so we're moving even less. We've just got through Christmas, which I hope you had a fantastic Christmas, and we're meant to spoil ourselves, but we've all eaten a little bit too much, so now you're feeling that little bit bigger, and now you're feeling really sluggish, and you want to start the new year in a positive way, but you can't. And sometimes we do throw ourselves in after we've eaten so badly and done no exercise at all for a good few weeks. We then decide January is a really good time to go crazy, starve ourselves and start crazily, trying to exercise. Do something that's really natural, that's doable, that you won't fail with, because walking one step in front of another, if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, it's such an easy way to get yourself fitter. And even if you never jog or run on this, but you can, it goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. Even if you only walk, hand on heart and look onto the internet, walking is so good for you. And I'd forgotten, it was only through lockdown when we were trying to exercise at home, and we looked up and, what can we do at home? We found a lady in America and she did walking workouts. And she explained that walking at that certain pace really gets the heart rate up, really burns the calories. It's good to go out walking with the dog and things, but sadly you dawdle, don't you? You stop and you start and you sit down for a bit and you talk to somebody. Whereas this is instantly getting that heart rate up because you're walking at a certain pace. However slow or however fast, you're constantly doing that pace. So the treadmill makes you do that. So as you can hear in my voice, getting my heart rate up and burning calories. But go onto the internet and just put, is walking good for my health? Because honestly, you'll be blown away. We're meant to walk, and it's so beneficial to your body, to your health. But actually, just recently, and we don't have to do tens of thousands of miles a day or tens of thousands of steps a day, what you'll find is if you manage to do as many steps as you can, but actually, if you just put in, if I did 2,000 steps a day, is that good for my health? Again, look at the list. But just recently, perhaps you heard it on the TV, they were saying, if you can manage to do 3,000 steps a day, not only good for the body, good for the mind. And that's me. If I don't exercise, not only do I feel slow and sluggish and I don't get anything done that day, but I also feel down. It affects me. If I've exercised first thing, I have this buzz about me. I call it happy dolphins. It's happy endorphins, but I struggle with words. So I've always called it happy dolphins. And it just gives you that buzz. Gives me a kick-start to the day. And when I've exercised, my head is clearer. I get more things done in that day. I've got a better frame of mind. And perhaps you're working from home and at times you just get stuck in a rut, you can't think straight, your head, our head's full of stuff, isn't it, at the minute? We've got so much going on. Just switch off for a minute. Get a few steps in, and you'll be amazed the difference it makes, how it clears that head, how perhaps you'll be more focused. There's so many benefits, and do look at them. Look at the health benefits to walking, but don't forget, it will allow you to jog, it will allow you to run, and it's got the upper body workout. You have got such a clever treadmill that you'll never outgrow, that will fit in with the whole of the family. But the stock we've got is absolutely flying. We've just doubled in the amount of people that are ordering. So what I will say is, whilst we've got the stock, order it, because this will arrive. We want to have New Year. We want to enjoy New Year, go and see people on New Year's Day. So don't start the strict, New Year's resolution straight away. When this arrives, it'll be just that right time for you to start walking yourself into a healthier you for 2026. If we're lucky enough to walk one step in front of another, honestly, it's mind-blowing how by just walking so quickly you'll start to see those differences. But stock-wise, though we've got more stock than we normally would have, because we're hoping it'll survive into January, but I'm not quite sure because we've started the show in between Christmas and New Year. But when the stock sells out, sadly, I don't think you'll get it elsewhere, because our saving is phenomenal. Elsewhere, you could pay £500 more, £200 more.
Yeah, DIY.co.uk, $7.99 is their price at the moment. At MAXhealth Fit directly, $4.99 is the price. At Costco, they're just under £480, but we're nowhere near that price. Bringing it down to $299.99 for you. You don't even have to pay that today. If you want to spread the cost, if you pay online, if you've got a PayPal account, £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 155216 is your item number. If you've not shopped with us before, you always need that number at the top of the screen, whatever product we're talking about. So 155216 is the item number for your treadmill. It's all about getting those steps in and making that difference, especially at this time of year.
Doing something that's doable.
100% achievable. That's what, we all set these resolutions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to climb a mountain.
I'm going to stop eating food.
I'm going to stop. Exactly.
We set our goals far too high.
Far too high.
All we're saying is walk.
Achievable.
This is walk.
Or run or jog if you can, but if you can just walk on this each day, as many steps. Every step counts, Kate.
Every step counts. And also, too, because you've got the options with the arms, you're half an hour, and you've got on your little LCD light, you've got the distance you've traveled, the time you've been on, the calories you burn. So you can have little competitions with yourself. And it's a constant loop, so you can go, oh, gosh.
It's really easy to control. You've got that little toggle that controls the speed. You've got the time limit there, or the time you've been on the actual machine. It tells you how far you've been. It gives you an idea of that calorie burn.
Yeah.
And don't think, just walking. Walking is so good for us.
It's so good for you, but now we have the extra arm, 30 kg of resistance. If you're walking in the park, you're not going to be like lifting weights.
Well, that's the other thing, is that if you're walking in the park, we tend to dawdle along. We don't walk at a pace.
No, you're walking the dog. You see friends, whatever.
Yeah. Or you're usually on the phone as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
Without looking down.
Yeah.
You're not. You're upright. You're walking steps. Those constant steps, getting that heart rate up. But then mix that with the arms.
You double what you're doing. I mean, basically.
This is great. And do you know, as your muscles engage, because it is at home, you probably think, you're just moving your arms. It's not that.
It's not. You definitely can feel it. And you've got options. I know. And I love the fact that you can do this like a rowing machine. So you get into the biceps, the triceps, the shoulders, the front of the chest. But you also can cross-train. And if you wanted to get into those abs, kids, this is the way to do it.
You can really feel it.
You're getting into the side, the obliques, the back fat. But you can also lock the arms in place. And
now, this is really good.
I love this because I like to cycle.
I hadn't thought of this, but do this and put the speed up. It's like you're
take the speed up. I think it's like you're cycling. Yeah, exactly.
Cycling,
I feel like I'm on a road bike.
I can feel that really on the buttocks, on the back of the legs.
Right into the glutes and the hamstrings and the calves. So you can really target whatever part of the body you want to get into by just simple movement of the arms, which I love. But I love this because you really have such good range of motion in the arms that you can get right into the core. It's fantastic.
I mean, you can get so many different muscle muscles activated, depending on how you use a treadmill. It's not just about walking. That's the great thing. This is why you're absolutely loving it. It's flying out the door once again. Remember, the first time we launched this with Katie, sold out, I think it was about in half an hour.
You sent me home and I remember it was like 1:15 and I was like, this is my first time on the show, and they kicked me right off.
Now we're hoping we've got stock for the show and hopefully into January, but we are massively, massively busy. Remember, you can walk, you can run, you can jog on this machine. It's super versatile. It takes up to 18.9 stone in weight. It allows you to walk nice and slow if you're rehabilitating, but it also allows you to do a brisk walk, use the upper arms as well. The arms can be static. When I'm walking slow, static, so I've got the stability. In the middle, using the arms, working the back fat, the bingo wings, which are really difficult areas to exercise. You need to rock climb or row, but this machine allows you to do that as you're walking. But then you can jog and run, and I'm doing between 6 and 7 kilometres per hour in that clip. It goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. I'm not a great runner. I've got dodgy knees, so walking and a brisk walk is what I will always do. But you can jog, you can run.
But when you do run on here, the other great thing is it's got that bounce.
Yeah,
to it.
exactly. And that's what I love. It's got that kind of sprung feeling, like a sprung stage. Exactly.
Stage,
And so it's so much safer. And I love walking outside. We all do. But you know what? This is so easy, and it's got a bounce to it, and it's quiet.
And it's so important that you walk at that pace to get the benefits of actually doing those steps, of doing that walk. The fact it goes from 0.8 kilometres to 8 kilometres per hour, the fact you've got this proper upper body workout, that up to 30 kg resistance there in the arms. So it's all those machines that, it's all the machines you use in the gym.
It's the treadmill, it's the cross trainer, it's the rowing machine.
And we talked about gym membership. Your gym membership's gone up again.
It's gone up to £75 a month.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy, which I am now again considering leaving, because often I don't get.
You don't get there,
I can go a month and I haven't got there because life is so busy. It takes me 20 minutes to get there. But this at home, and I do exercise, I still exercise. I exercise at home when I'm short of time. I can do 20 minutes if I want on here, and I would only have just got to the gym and I've done my exercise and then I'm ready for the day.
Yeah.
So it's getting something that fits into your everyday. If you're running, you just haven't got time to get to a gym, perhaps you can't afford to go to a gym, perhaps a gym is completely daunting. This is in your home. It doesn't matter what you look like. You might not have brushed your teeth. You might still have your pyjamas on. Still get some sensible shoes on.
Pretty.
And not too floppy legs, you know, like flared pyjamas. As long as you can walk, you can exercise whilst you're watching TV.
And you're also getting that cardio workout. You can hear in my voice.
Yeah.
I'm getting clammy. It's freezing in this studio.
It's freezing. I know. Same.
We're fighting to get on the machine. In fact, I should switch over with you, because the weight limit, first of all, is 120 kilos.
Which is great.
18.9
I mean,
stone.
for a home exercise equipment, that's incredible.
Maxes out at 15 stone, but the other thing is height-wise. I'm 6'4".
Get on.
And I can... all right, calm down.
It's got long legs. So though it's really compact, even if you're taller like Sean, it will take your stride, which is really
fantastic.
Good. Yeah, and if we're out walking, especially if you wear a tight skirt.
Because he really does stride. I'm like this. Can you just wait. Remember, I can't walk as fast as you. I've got a smaller leg.
Now, it's really easy to operate. That little toggle gets you started, like Katie said. It gives you a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then it starts at 0.8 kilometres per hour. So if you are rehabilitating and you want to work through every single muscle, always check with your GP or your health practitioner. But as I speed this up, again, you can do it 1 kilometre per hour, but you can take it right up to 8 kilometres. I'll go up to about 5 just to show you the pace on this, because I can really stride out comfortably.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
great.
can see that. It takes Sean's weight, it takes Sean's stride.
It even takes my weight,
Sean's height. You can use it with the upper body workout as well. And Sean doesn't like exercising, but we do walk. We do like to walk. And having a treadmill is that constant pace. What we will do when we walk out, and still walk outdoors and walk the dog, and it's still really good for you, but it is that constant pace that really gets that heart rate up, that really makes sure you're using, what you need to use to burn those calories. And using the upper body, you're multitasking then.
Right.
The more muscle groups you use, the more calories you can burn.
That's it.
And it's getting that balance back in life. And we had a lovely email, and actually, we've worked with treadmills for many years, and I would say this is the best treadmill that we've worked with. It truly is. But what we've got here is an email that came in to us from a lady who bought one of our original treadmills, so not quite as good quality as this and not so versatile. But her story, I think, could be your story, because she said, this treadmill is fantastic, fantastic value. Well, yours is even better. She says, it's literally changed my life. I'm not over-exaggerating. It truly has changed my life, she says. I've become lazy and sluggish. I was eating far too much of the wrong stuff. I was drinking tea and fizzy drinks, and I was indulging in sweets and snacks all day long. She says, as I've been working from home, and I think we get into that. We've been home, haven't we, all the time over Christmas, eating too much, drinking the wrong things. She said, I had a moment of clarity and realised what a slippery slope I was on when I jumped to a size 16, and I was getting out of breath doing the simplest of tasks.
Wow.
She says, I saw a treadmill whilst I was channel hopping, and I thought, what have I got to lose? So on my first day, she said, I walked 3,000 steps, and it was okay.
Great.
So the next day, I walked 5,000. And then my journey really began. She says, I now do 3 walking sessions a day. I do a total of 12,000 steps.
Wow.
She says, I have a glass of water before and after each session, which is really good if you can get into that habit as well. She says, no fizzy drinks, no silly snacking now. She says, if I do feel sluggish in the day, or I need a boost, I jump back on for 10 minutes.
Good for her.
Is, like I was saying, if you work from home and you get that sort of blank, that you just can't think
Brain
straight.
fog,
Yeah.
Honestly, getting on for 10 minutes is amazing. She says, I'm totally energised. She says, my mind is better focused. I'm more positive. I eat well, I drink well, is that domino effect. You know, started to make her think about what she's eating, what she's drinking. But this bit's great. She says, I feel great and I smile more.
Oh, come on. That's
and
what
the
it's all
list goes
about.
on. There's something about exercise, movement, that for so many, so many benefits, not just those physical benefits, that mind as well.
Mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
You always say about doing it first thing in the morning.
God,
That's the best thing.
Sets you up for the day.
Yeah, it clears your mind. It gives me a clearer head. I feel better that I've done something, so I don't personally feel so low the rest of the day thinking I haven't exercised. So I feel better in myself. But it also gives me a buzz of energy. And I know that sounds daft because you'd think if you were walking, you'd get off and you'd feel tired. No. But actually, it's your endorphins. Exercise gives you this incredible endorphin kick. I call it happy dolphins.
Happy dolphins.
And those happy dolphins really, I think, set you up. For me, they set me up for a better day.
100%.
I have a better day personally if I exercise first thing. And you could be in your pyjamas with a sensible pair of shoes on, with the worst breath because you haven't brushed your teeth. You could have your hair absolutely everywhere, honestly.
Pretty.
It doesn't matter what, you're not going to a gym, you're not going to be seen, you're not walking the streets. Perhaps you want to exercise, but the thought of people looking at you puts you off completely. This is you in the privacy of your own home. This is you without anybody watching. This is you when you've got 5 minutes, when you're watching the news in the morning. Kickstart that day, and it will kickstart your day in so many different ways. Don't just believe me when I say walking is good for you. I think we all know that, but I think we forget that actually, if you only walked on here, it is absolutely incredibly beneficial to your body and your mind. And you don't have to do tens of thousands of steps a day. Put on the internet, is 2,000 steps a day good for me? Just recently on the news, 3,000 steps a day, the benefits, not only body-wise, mind-wise, they were blown away by. It's just getting that movement into your everyday. I'm just hearing we've got queues on the phones. I do apologise. We will try to get to you as soon as we possibly can. Now, I was meant to tell you that a quarter, and we had a good amount of stock tonight, a quarter of the stock had sold out and gone, but I'm just hearing it's just jumped to a third of the entire stock. This is our stock for January, really, but I know what these shows are like. You're just at that right time. You're between Christmas and New Year. You're feeling sluggish. You're feeling bloated. We want to get moving now, don't we? But we also want to celebrate New Year. We don't want to think just right now at the minute. We've got to celebrate New Year and New Year's Day, visiting family again and things. So why not order your treadmill right now? It's going to arrive just at the right time at the beginning of January to make sure when you truly are, you're there. You're slow, you're sluggish. You've had enough of eating, you've had enough of sitting watching TV. You want to do something, but you don't know where to start. We're not asking you to join a gym. We're not asking you to go out and be intimidated by walking into a gym. Not asking you to go and pound the streets with it when it's so cold and wet and miserable. Get this home and just get into the habit of when you watch the news, perhaps in the morning, of getting on and doing some steps. When you watch your favourite soap, how many of us love a good soap? Emmerdale, whatever your favourite soap is. And just, without even thinking, you'll be watching the TV, and before you know it, you might not think for a minute you could walk 15 minutes, but the advert's on. You're like, oh my goodness, I've just walked, and it's that constant pace that a treadmill makes you do that truly can be so beneficial. But what you must do is check your baskets out. We are massively busy, and the sad thing is, if you have got this in a basket or you're thinking about it right now, when this sells out, and I say when because we always sell out of our treadmills and we never know when we'll get stock back in when it's gone. We really do struggle with stock with fitness. It's, when it's gone until we get more stock in. So the stock that we've got, please pop it in a basket and check that basket through, because if we sell out and you then think in January, I'll get that treadmill, sadly, you'll go and look for it elsewhere. I want the treadmill with the upper body workout, and you can find it elsewhere. But you're not going to buy it, Sean, because price-wise, I mean, £500 off that first price.
Yeah, DIY.co.uk at the moment is £799. At MAXhealth Fit, you're looking at just under £500, so £499. At Costco, they've got a bit of a reduction. It comes down to just under £480. Our special price tonight, if you get it right now, whilst we've got it in stock, £299.99. And that means with PayPal, you can split the cost with us here at Shop on TV, £102.98 on your first of three payments.
And that's 3 payments, and just think my gym membership's just gone to £75.
It's nearly the same as the first payment.
I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? 4 payments, and that would be, done.
Yeah,
done. That would be my gym membership, and you've got change. It's absolutely crazy.
And the other thing to say is that if you've not shopped with us before, we've got lots of new viewers. It's lovely to have our regular viewers. It's lovely to have new viewers here at Shop on TV. It's really simple, the process of shopping. You just need the number on the top of the screen there for whatever item we're talking about, 155216. You can go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. You can go to the phones. Apologies if you're waiting on the phones. We do have queues again on the phones. The operators, I'll get to you as soon as they possibly can. The number's 03333 241 241 if you want to go down that line, but the easiest way is the website.
Now, we've got so many in baskets. If you've got this in a basket, you know you need to make those changes. You need to do something, and perhaps 2026 is going to be your year. Even if you've failed every year prior to this, honestly, one step in front of another. We're not asking you to do anything tricky. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, we're meant to move, and you truly can walk yourself into a healthier, fitter you. Height-wise, Sean 6'4". Weight-wise, it will go up to 18.9 stone. It still takes Sean's stride, so if you've got those longer legs,
really
you've got the upper body workout, so you can multitask with this. You can walk, jog, and run, because it goes from 0.8 to 8 kilometres per hour. If you're rehabilitating, walk nice and slow, leave these static, and get that movement. My mum's 87. She doesn't use the handles moving. She uses them static for stability, and she gets as many steps into her every day as she can. If she didn't have a treadmill, she'd only really walk down the garden. She won't go out and about walking, and perhaps that's you. But then perhaps you love to jog normally, but now you're not jogging because the weather's horrendous. It's cold out there. This is your jogging treadmill, and it truly is a running treadmill as well.
And that's what makes it for everyone, I think.
Yeah, whole family.
Like you say, I don't like exercise, but I know I've got to do something, got to get some steps in. So if you're going at the slowest pace, right up to 8 kilometres per hour, you've got that option option. The price is brilliant. So many in baskets now.
Yeah, we are going to step away just for a moment because we're almost at 40% of the entire stock. So please, if you want this, check that basket through. If you don't want it, let it go. Let somebody else have it. But remember our system, and if we're at 40% nearly already, we can very quickly get to a situation where actually more people are ordering than stock is available. When it's in your basket, I know you think automatically it's yours, but sadly, say we've only got 40 left. 440 of you could have those 40 in your baskets. Everybody can, it's ours until you check out. So it's only the first 40 people to check out that get it. 400 people would miss out. But actually, we're really busy on the phones tonight as well. If that 440 people that had the treadmills that are left in their basket and none of you checked out, and another 40 ordered, jumped on the phone, jumped on the website, checked their basket out, the other 40 people get it before any of you. So please, if it's in your basket, you know you need to make that change. You need to make that difference. And honestly, I think this is such an easy way to get a good start to the new year, one step in front of another. Go on the internet and see how good and beneficial just walking is for you if you only use this to walk. But having that upper body workout as well, multitasking, using more muscle groups, burning more calories, again, for bigger and better results. Please do check your basket through. So for a moment, whilst you check out and we know what stock we've got available because it's flying, we are just going to move away. So just jot down the item number 155216, pop it into your basket and check your basket through. Another reason we're moving
is to show you something before it goes.
Yes, it's something else is absolutely flying as well.
Yeah, our liquid collagen supplement. Now, if you've got any kind of social media, you will see collagen supplements out there. The great thing about this collagen supplement, well, first of all, it's liquid, so it's easily absorbed. Second of all, it's 10,000 milligrams per serving. But if you're thinking, well, why do I need collagen? Collagen is in so many different parts of our body, but it naturally depletes as we age.
Yeah, we're full of collagen. When we're born, your skin, it's in abundance in your skin, it's in your muscles, your bones, your ligaments. But sadly, as you age, men and women, everybody loses collagen. Women, we just lose it a little bit quicker, so that chart is for the ladies. But you see the difference. When you lose collagen, you see the lines and the wrinkles. You notice the sagginess to the skin, and you start to see the deeper nose to mouth lines and the droopy sort of jowls, you know, around the chin area. But actually, you also have it in your bones, your muscles, your ligaments. So as you age, you feel the difference when you get out of bed and things.
When you start to make those noises when you get out of bed, or you get out of the lower chair, ooh, every time you move, you're making those noises. So obviously, if we lose something, we need to replace it, and that's what a collagen supplement's about.
Well, it's a bit like if you're lacking in iron and someone said, take an iron capsule. Oh, gosh, yeah, I'll get the iron back into my body. So it's the same. If you're losing collagen, isn't it right to get that balance back and to take collagen? Yeah, and when you do get that balance back, you might see some of the benefits we talk about right now. We always say individual results will vary, but it might be the fact that you do have less aches and pains in your muscles and joints. It might be the fact that you notice your skin is a little bit firmer, or you've got stronger hair or nails. It's quick absorption because it's liquid. If you're already taking lots of capsule supplements, you might not want more capsules, so liquid, quick absorption. 10,000 milligrams per serving. It tastes great. Keep it in the fridge. Have it first thing in the morning. It comes with a little measuring cap included, so you know the amount to take. And it's a great price. It's pretty much half the price we normally do it. Yeah, lots of people mention the energy it gives them too, so another good reason to take it first thing. But being half price and being a supplement, the longer you take it, the better the results. Now, the majority of you are multi-ordering this. This is why this stock is depleting really quickly. Whilst we have the stock, any supplement, it takes about really 3 months for it to properly get into your system. So if you can buy at least 2 bottles of this, 3 bottles if you can, it's really beneficial to keep taking it for that period of time to truly see the benefits that collagen can do for you. Yeah, the longer you take it, the better the benefits. If you do multi-order, you'll only pay 1 postage as well. Now, we're lucky enough to work with the lady from ERC. Her name's Diane. She brings us all the ERC products. That's Epidermal Research Centre. Have a little listen what Diane has to say when it comes to collagen.
Diane joins us. Now, your background is beauty. You were a beauty therapist for a number of years, and you still are, really.
Absolutely. So, background, yes, all about beauty, anything to do with skin and health and how we can treat the body and really look after the largest living organ. I mean, simple as.
Liquid collagen has blown me away.
Liquid collagen is, now we originally started to develop this just for skin, and then we had the benefits of it's amazing for not only skin, but for hair, for nails and for joints. So if you think about collagen, we know over 70% of the body, of the skin, is made up of collagen, but over 30% of the protein in the body is collagen.
Gosh.
And we'll deplete that year after year after year.
So that can be your joints, your ligaments?
Your joints, your ligaments, your tendons. Collagen is the building block of everything within the body.
And this is the depletion we're talking about.
Yeah, and we see ourselves as we age, but we feel as we age as well, don't we?
And it might be something as simple as, you know, a roll over in bed isn't just a quick flip, or a get up from the couch isn't as easy as what it used to be. You go for a walk and you feel a bit stiffer, or you exercise and it takes you more than a couple of days to recover. So this collagen is great because it literally, you are going to take one shot per day for 10,000 milligrams of collagen.
Now that's important, the dosage,
That's huge, absolutely. So really, there's lots of other collagen brands out there. Some of them might be 4,000, 5,000, 8,000. This is 10,000 milligrams and it's only one shot.
Wow.
That's the other beauty. And it's in a liquid formulation.
And it tastes great.
And it tastes great.
It tastes great. I've got mine in my fridge. It tastes amazing. Every morning my body wants it.
Absolutely. And when you don't take it, that's when you know, don't you?
Isn't it amazing?
I find I'm more tired. So, you know, out and about a lot. If I miss a day or two, it's amazing how I notice my energy levels start to decline. But when I take it regularly, every day, you know, one of these bottles will last you 3 weeks, 20 days, and a 25ml shot each and every day.
Okay.
But for me, it's part of my morning routine. Wake up, open the fridge, out comes the milk for the coffee, out comes the collagen's taken, the kettle's on, it goes back, and I'm done. And it's the simplicity of it that is beautiful.
It is that super boost. Now, when it comes to advanced liquid collagen, it is about all those results. The flavour is gorgeous, but it's going to help with things like skin, hair, nails. There's so many benefits.
Absolutely. And this is the way, you know, topically, we're great at sort of working on the face area, maybe the hands, but we're not as great with the body skin, okay? This treats literally from the top of your head to the tips of your toes in one 25ml shot.
Because we notice the difference under our arms, don't we, as we age? our legs at top of your knees.
Exactly.
What goes on?
The texture changes, the skin changes. You're losing those fatty acids. The collagen is depleting. So this is a super simplistic way. Take one shot each and every day. And it's the 25ml. That's what gets me. It's that one little baby shot. The measuring cap comes literally as your measure. So the cap comes, it's included. Take one of those, but you are treating from up here down to the base of your tippy toes.
That's incredible,
isn't it? It's amazing.
Beauty from inside out, but it's not just about your skin and your hair and your nails, it is about your joints as well. I've got mum onto this, she's in her 80s, her next birthday she's 86. It's never too late, is it, to make that difference?
It's never too late. I have a neighbour of mine who calls it his magic potion. Joe is 86 and he's like, I've run out of the magic stuff, Diane, where is it? And his wife Margaret, so she's about 82, Margaret comes along, you got any magic potion? I've got magic potion for you. But I think it's that whole, if you find that you are feeling a little bit more stiff, if you just don't feel that you've got the energy you used to have, or maybe you're trying to recover from an operation, you know, sometimes, or you've been on like meds for lots of years, and sometimes your body just needs that boost. This is a great way, a healthy way, because it's packed with type 1 and type 3 collagen, so they're the most prolific and abundant in the body naturally. It's also got the gorgeous hyaluronic acid in there. Now, we love that for skin, but we also love it for joint mobility and motion. We've then got things like vitamin C. We've got B4, B5, B7,
Oh, wow.
B6, B12. It is absolutely packed.
They're all vitamins we hear
All
constantly
vitamins.
our bodies should have, aren't they?
Totally. So all the vitamins are packed in here. We need obviously the vitamin C to help it get all around the system. But we've then got things like biotin. So with your hair, if you're struggling with fine hair, lots of breakage, perfect. If your nails feel really, really weak, I mean, I've laughed now. My nail girl is like, not again. Every 2 weeks, she's like, do they need cutting
Why are
again?
they growing so quick?
Because they're growing so quickly, and she's literally like, no gel on you. You can only have polish these days because it's just like it's a super thickness. So it really is about. It's about strength. It's about sort of helping to repair and rebuild what's natural in the system through one single shot a day.
Really does make sense, doesn't it? Getting that balance back in your life. Taking a liquid collagen as well, it's really quick absorption. And don't forget, really tasty, natural flavouring, sugar-free, really nice cold out of the fridge. But then can you imagine taking a really tasty drink that could give you benefits like this?
Yeah, and we always say individual results will vary, but it's that balance that we talk about. So imagine if you had less of those aches and pains in your muscles and joints. Imagine if you saw that your skin was that bit firmer, or you've got stronger hair and nails. I love the fact that it's quick absorption because it's liquid and it's really tasty and sugar-free.
It is, and what we always say too is take it first thing in the morning, because lots of people comment on the fact it gives them energy. So a really good kick start to the day. Now, it is like any supplement. The longer you take it, the better those results. Supplements, they say about 3 months to really get into your system. So most of you multi-ordering it, it's a good idea if you can at least buy 2 bottles, but if you can buy 3, because that's when you truly will see the benefits that you might find with collagen. You do need, like going to the gym, you can't go once and you get the body you want and it stays forever. You've got to get into the habit of getting this into the system. Each day take it. Get into the habit of taking it perhaps before you have your breakfast, or when you have your lunch. Get into a habit of taking it every single day, because you can't take it today and then not take it for 5 days and then take it a week later and say it's not working. Take it every single day, and as we say, if you can multi-order, that's when you truly can find the real benefits that you might find with collagen.
And 10,000 milligrams a serving, which is really important. So 460114, your item number there. Multi-order, just 1 postage you will pay, and that goes for all the items across the show. You are absolutely loving our treadmill. We have got it in stock, ready to dispatch.
Now, we left this with 40% of the stock so that you could check your baskets out. We still had loads in baskets and we wanted to make sure stock-wise we were OK. We're now 50% of that stock. While we've been watching collagen, another 10% of the stock has sold, got through. If you want this, oh my goodness, what a price.
Yeah, and it's a treadmill that you'll absolutely love for so many reasons. If you're someone who thinks they need to get some more steps in, yes. If you're someone who wants to get a proper workout and go jogging on this, the answer is yes with this treadmill, and we'll explain why in a moment. But more important than that right now is the price we've got it for. Our usual price should be almost £500, and if you buy it at diy.co.uk, it's almost £800.
So £500 different. Isn't
Yeah.
it? 5, 6, 7, £500 different. So if you don't buy it with us, if we sell out, you'll look elsewhere and you think, I'm not paying £500. It's not like you're saving £20 with us. That's £500 saving. But actually, MAXhealth Fit themselves, £200 saving, and virtual 180 from Costco. We've got a massive saving. You split that cost as well with PayPal.
Yeah.
Makes it so affordable.
Comes down to £299.99 with us. With PayPal, if you have a PayPal account and you pay online, £102.98. You don't have to have shopped with us before. When you go through on the website, you just need the item number there, or you click on the item as you go through. 155216 is the item number. shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to the shop at the website, or you can order on the phones. We have had queues on the phones. Apologies for that. If you can go to the website, please do. But if you are hanging on the phones, the operators will get to you as soon as possible.
Just the right time of year, isn't it, to start moving. We've had a really long winter, haven't we? We've still got the winter to come. Say it's going to get colder now, so we're not moving a great deal. We've been pretty lazy over Christmas. We've been eating too much and more than we normally would, because that's Christmas. And we're getting to the point now where we do think, oh my goodness, I need to do something. We want to get over Christmas, and of course we want to celebrate New Year and go perhaps visit friends at New Year over New Year's Day. And so forget about it for now, but order it now. And when this arrives with you, beginning of January, it's going to be just that right time where you truly feel you need to make some changes. And this is going to allow you to do exactly that, to actually walk yourself into a fitter you. It truly is just one step in front of another. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, you don't have to start doing crazy things in January with your New Year's resolution, things that you probably will fail at, because you're never going to start running instantly, 10 miles a day. And perhaps you've thought about joining a gym, but you find that a bit intimidating. It's time as well. If you've got time to get to the gym, to spend time at the gym, to get back from the gym, then you need a gym outfit and you've got to look okay. This is in your home, and all you need to do is get into a habit of perhaps getting on here when you watch the news in the morning, or while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, or while you're getting yourself sort of your head straight for the day, or perhaps it's the evening when you're watching your favourite soap. You won't believe, because you'll perhaps think, well, I couldn't walk for 15 minutes until the first interval in the soap, because I watch Emmerdale, so there's intervals. So, and you think I wouldn't work, but you'll be blown away when all of a sudden, the adverts come on and you think, oh my word, I've walked for 10, 15 minutes without even realising. We're meant to walk, and this is allowing you to fit that into your every single day. And the great thing with this, and even if you only walk on it, go on the internet and look at, is walking good for my health? You'll be blown away. But actually you can get an upper body workout with this as well, with the most amazing resistance sort of handles that will really work the back fat, the bingo wings, the chest, the core. But do remember the speeds on this. It's not just a walking treadmill. It goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. So you can jog, you can run. This allows you to grow. The machine grows with you. It allows the whole family to use this machine. But please, if you want it, check your baskets through. Remember as well, if you're thinking, oh, I haven't got a great deal of space, we haven't got a great deal of space, but the handles fold down. So when we need to put this away, it will slide under the sofa. It will slide under a bed. And then when it's out, you have got one piece of equipment that really, for me, is a treadmill, is a running treadmill, is a jogging treadmill, is a brisk walk treadmill, is also a cross trainer with the handles, is also a rowing machine with the handles, and allowing you to multitask. And when you multitask and use more muscle groups, it helps you burn more calories. So beneficial in so many ways. Takes a great weight, 18.9 stone. So honestly, this is great for home fitness equipment. It usually finishes about 15 stone. And of course you can split that cost. But that cost, Sean, massive saving.
Yeah, huge saving against our usual price and what you will pay elsewhere. Katie joins us from MAXhealth. Katie does all the shows and exhibitions,
I do.
Don't you?
I'm everywhere. Yeah, everywhere.
Worldwide.
Well, actually, yeah.
You're
Do you know
flying
what
there and everywhere.
I love about this too? And I'm just going to say a little bit on the price. If you go on and price out regular treadmills, they can get into the thousands.
Yeah,
and they're huge.
And they can be
massive,
really complicated, and they are massive.
Yeah, and you need that crane to get them to the next room.
And then it's not moving, whereas with this
so
the storage is brilliant.
Exactly.
And when it arrives, it's really simple.
It's so easy. It's so easy, but you're getting your upper body workout done at the same time. And I have to say something, that PayPal Pay in 3, that's amazing, because
you
at
can
the
spread
shows,
the cost, yeah.
I get the question all the time, do you have to pay it all now?
Oh,
yeah,
I bet you
I'm
do.
sorry, yeah, you do. Yeah, so this is the thing. I mean, to be able to do that, it's a wonderful time to get it. And guess what, guys? Mince pies are not a part of your whatever the fruit that you're supposed to have. Like, this is the month that we need to get it. And again,
we want to balance it out, don't we? We want to work off all those Christmas calories we've taken. Now, when it does arrive home, this machine, the great thing is there's very little assembly.
Almost nothing.
Minimal.
If I can do it, anyone in the world can do it, and that's the best part. So the arms are attached, but the handles you need to lock in place, and you also need to get
just this top section.
The top section, exactly. And it's so small. It's 1.2 meters. I mean, it's really so compact, right? But also, you just need to put a little jack in.
That's inside here.
It's a little electric jack. You get an Allen key, and then you just screw the handles in place. So it's really super simple.
And then you just plug it in and you're good to go.
You plug it in and there you go.
Great.
You have a safety, and again, remember, this is great because the treadmill doesn't work without it.
That.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's like the key to the machine.
Exactly. So if you've got kids, just put it in the adult drawer. Yeah, and it's a little magnet. There you go. And then to start it, I love this. It's so easy. Normally treadmills you have to put in like, you know,
name, address,
space
age,
bar.
weight.
Yeah, how many kids do you have? What kind of car do you drive? Like, this is the thing. This is the toggle. You press it forward, just a click. You always get a 3, 2, 1, okay? And that's great. Sorry, baby, I didn't mean to press you. But if you always get a 3, 2, 1, and it starts really slow. So again, if you're rehabilitating, and again, always check with your doctor, should I be moving? You can go that slow articulation, so it's really great.
It is great at that lowest speed. So when you click it forward, there you can see the 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then the 0.8 kilometres is your starting point.
Yeah.
Like Katie was just saying, if you need to work through every single joint, you are rehabilitating, and we always say if you are, check with your doctor, check with your health practitioner, that this is what you need to be doing. You need to get moving. But moving through every single joint at this speed.
You've got the stability using the handlebars as your stability and using them static. And it really does allow you, you know, my mum, and obviously, like we say, always check with your surgeon, with your doctor, but when she had her hips done, they wanted her to move straight away.
Yeah,
they
same with me.
So
I had knee surgery, same. Yeah.
And so it allows you to, or perhaps you haven't walked a great deal just recently, you want to get your confidence back, have that stability and walk nice and slow and build up that confidence. That's a nice thing, this is going to grow with you.
Exactly that. And you know what? The confidence is a big thing, especially because it's so dark early. And so you're like,
the days
oh,
are
I don't...
so short,
yeah,
aren't they?
exactly.
So if you're out working, you come home, you'd love to go for a walk. Well, first of all, it's dark. Second of all, it's freezing cold.
It's freezing, and the surfaces are wet. There's leaves everywhere. You can
I think we don't move enough as it is because our jobs are all static. Life is static. We sit in cars, we sit on trains, we sit in an office. But through the winter, we get even worse, don't we?
Oh, 100%.
It is miserable out there. So we jump in the car to go to the local shop.
Yeah.
You know, we park right by the supermarket doors because it's too cold to walk from the back of the
exactly. I'm guilty of that completely.
So we get lazier, don't we, through the winter?
And you know what? So many people have standing desks, and they're like, can I put a standing desk? And I'm like, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Put your standing desk up. It's so quiet. You could be on a Zoom call or a Teams call. No one will know you're on. You're just
getting your workout in at the same time.
Exactly. Why not?
And we're seeing it here in various different situations, in front of the TV, watching movies, watching Shop on TV, and watching your favourite soap, like Hayley says.
Yeah.
But going at your pace. Now, speed-wise, you go from 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres per hour. That means you can have that gentle walk, you can have that brisk walk, or you can have a proper full-on run, can't you?
100%, but you also have this 30 kg resistance. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any of you are walking around the park with weights in your hand. Maybe you are. I don't think. Well done.
But not 30 kg.
30 kg. You really feel it, and I love the fact that you can cross-train, because I'm a big. I really want my abs to always be really defined.
Engaged.
And you get this great engagement in the front abs, but the side. Yeah, the obliques, and then also into the back area.
So and that area, this area is a really difficult area, this area. And why it all goes saggy when you get older, I just don't know. However hard you work, that skin all starts to sag. But you have to rock climb, you have to row to get rid, to work that area. And that's quite tricky, whereas with this, you're getting that action. When I go to the gym, the equipment I use is a cross trainer, and this is your cross trainer, is a treadmill. Well, I'm treadmill and cross training at the same time. And then I will as well. I'm not great on the rowing machine, but actually I do like the movement on here.
Sure.
And that is so good for the back fat, so good for the chest.
And you can
so
really
good for
see
the arms.
there that muscle engagement, because I think at home you'd watch and you'd think, oh, they're just like the Nordics.
No, you can feel it.
Resistance training, and resistance training is so beneficial. Go on the internet and put, is resistance training good for me? As a guy and a girl, but for women, that bone and sort of muscle mass is so important. That strength is so important.
And before you know it, guys, it's going to be spring. We're going to be back and a lot of us are taking vacations in January. You want to have that body. You want to have that body confidence. And I don't know about you, but I've been living on eggnog and mince pies. It's terrible.
And I really do want to start something in January. But I think we do things that are just too daunting.
Set too big a goal.
Yeah, that's it.
We fail New Year's resolutions because after a time when we've eaten so much, drunk so much, done so little, sat, watched movies, sat with the family, sat, played games, which we're meant to do. And then in January, we think our body's going to be happy. We're going to starve our body.
Yeah.
And then we're going to exercise to the extreme. And we do fail because it's just too much. Our body's it's like that. I'm starving. What do you mean I need to do it? No, my legs hurt, my arms hurt. I'm doing too much. The great thing with this is what you're doing actually is what your body's meant to do. When we were created, there were no cars or buses, or nobody worked in an office. Everybody worked the land. We walked, we ran, and our bodies are meant to move. So this is allowing you to get that movement into your everyday, get into the habit of perhaps getting on here first thing in the morning and watching the news. And every step is a healthy step, a step towards a healthier, fitter you. And though, you know, years ago it was, I don't know, tens of thousands of steps a day is what you were meant to try and do. Was it 22,000? I can't remember. But actually now, if you go onto the internet, just put is walking good for me? Because if you only walk on this treadmill, honestly, look at the health benefits of walking. You will be blown away. But actually, if you just put in is 2,000 steps a day good for me, read the list. And just recently, and this really made me think, because I know for me, how when I exercise, it clears my mind. They had a thing on the news and papers, 3,000 steps a day, not only so beneficial to the body, so beneficial to the mind as well. There's so many reasons why we're meant to move, but that's what our bodies were designed to do. And we do a lot of sitting. We sit in an office, we sit in cars, we sit on trains, we sit doing the hobbies that we want to do now. I know some people go and play tennis and things, but lots of us watching movies on the phone, on the tablet, for hours on end. Get into that habit of when you're watching your favourite soap, get onto your treadmill. Get into that habit of moving without even thinking about it. Because if you're lucky enough to be able to walk one step in front of another, it's walking you healthy. And you don't have to believe me, the NHS are passionate that a brisk walk is so beneficial to your health.
It's so important because of what it says right here. The NHS recommends a brisk 10-minute daily walk, and it has lots of health benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. What we always say, 150 minutes, don't think, oh my goodness, that's 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. It counts towards your weekly exercise. Now, walking on a treadmill does count towards this recommended exercise. This is why it's so important. Pop in your search engine, can 2,000 steps make a difference to me? Is walking as good as running when it comes to exercise? So many of you adding these into baskets right now. Remember, price-wise, it's brilliant. Stock-wise...
Another 10% has gone.
Wow.
And you do desperately need to check your baskets through. So many in baskets, it's not yours till you check out. And the truth is, if you've put it into a basket, you know you need to make those changes.
Yeah, you started that step.
And perhaps you are thinking that next year it is going to be your year. Perhaps you failed the last few years. You never got to where you want to be. Perhaps you missed out on doing loads of things this last year with family and friends because you weren't fit enough. Walk yourself into that fitter you, that healthier you.
So
and for me, happier you. But you do it whilst we've got this deal and we've got stock. It sells out time and time again. And the sad thing is, when we do sell out and when we're thundering towards, you know, we've got 60% of that stock, please order it whilst we've got stock.
Yeah.
I don't think you will get it elsewhere because our savings.
Well, it is available, but the price you'll pay elsewhere.
The price is crazy.
So much more at DIY.co.uk. At the moment, they've got it for $7.99. At MAXhealth Fit, they've got it for $4.99. At Costco, we're looking at just shy of £480. With us, it's down to $299.99. Now, remember, at that price, with our PayPal payments, it means you can spread the cost interest-free. It comes down to £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
So it's not like you're saving £20 or £50 with us today. DIY, you're saving £500.
Yeah, their price is
The other price
crazy.
is £200, £180. It's a massive saving. And honestly, this isn't just for you, this is for the whole family. You know, wherever anybody is in their level of fitness, you can just walk on here, but you can jog, you can run. It really is so well made to give you that lower body workout at whatever speed you want to go. and the upper body workout.
But a great weight limit as well. It's 18.9 stone we're talking about. That's 120 kilos. Most fitness, or a lot of fitness, home fitness gym equipment,
15
it
is the
maxes
most,
out at 15 stone. When you think about my height as well, I'm 6'4", well, I think I'm shrinking. I might be 6'3" now. But the great thing is you can really stride out on this, even at the higher speed. So if I take it up to about 5 kilometres per hour, remember it goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. And I'm someone who doesn't want to do fitness, but I know it's important.
But you will walk.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that is so natural. If
It's
we're
something
lucky
that's
enough
achievable,
to be able to walk one step in front of another, it is something that's achievable. And please don't sort of throw walking to the side and think it's not enough. You will be blown away. We forgot, and until lockdown, that's the only reason we really started walking. We looked on the internet, we were looking at what can we do at home to exercise. You know, we wanted to do something together as well. And we found a lady in America that did walking workouts. And it was phenomenal. The difference, we were blown away. I actually cancelled my gym membership from then on because I thought, oh gosh, I can just walk myself into a healthier me. But it's walking at a certain pace, and that's what treadmills make you do.
Yeah, that's what's really important, that walking at a pace, as Hayley said, because if you're just out dawdling in the park, maybe you're walking the dog, you're stopping and starting for all those natural reasons, you're not getting that proper walking at a pace. With
it gets the heart rate up, doesn't it? And then you're burning calories. And actually, if you're multitasking with the upper body workout that's on here, you are burning even more calories, because the more muscles you work at the same time, the more calories you can burn.
And the muscle activation you get with this machine is brilliant. Remember, it's up to 30 kg resistance on these arms. We're just getting busier and busier. Understandably, it's the perfect time to get hold of this. Now, when it does arrive, it's completely flat. The handles fold flat. And for storage, remember, it'll pop underneath the sofa when you're not using it. It's even got wheels on the front of it, so when you lift it up from the back, you can easily move it from room to room.
Yeah, and that is your treadmill. That'll allow you to walk, it'll allow you to jog, it'll allow you to run, it'll allow you to do an upper body workout. It's like 3 machines in one that's under that sofa, because it is your walking, your brisk walking, your running, your jogging treadmill. It is your upper body workout, so it's like your cross trainer. And it's also like a rowing machine, all in one, and that slides under your sofa. It's like having a gym, but you don't need a gym room. Honestly, it is phenomenal. Massive saving, but we are hugely busy. 2/3 of the stock now. We just caught 60%. It is meant to be our stock for January. We always try and get stock back in when we sell out. It's not always guaranteed, especially at this time of year. What we will say is, please, check your baskets through, because what you're doing today when you press checkout is investing in you.
Yeah.
And a healthier you, for me, it's a happier me, and it could be a happier you. But also, perhaps you look after everybody else. If you're not fit and healthy, you can't look after everybody else. And this is allowing you to get that movement into your everyday, to get you fitter, healthier. Perhaps you're struggling with the stairs, struggling walking to the shop. Whatever reason, if it's in your basket, you know you need to make those changes, and this, I think, is one of the easiest ways. Now, whilst you check your basket out, we'll welcome new viewers and our old viewers. We've got loads of people watching this morning. It's always lovely to have all of your companies. And do join us every single night as well.
Yeah, we're here pretty much every night of the year for you. Some of the shows we've got upcoming, well, tomorrow night we've got a great show coming up. Cleaning and the Miracle Chamois. It's the most absorbent cloth you will ever see. That's coming up tomorrow with Dave and Charlie, so make sure you join them tomorrow. Just take a look at some of the other shows we've got coming up. As you can see there, Jane Plan, the healthy eating plans, something great to go alongside your exercise. We've got some great pillows coming up with Morel, and lots of cleaning shows as well. So check everything out. Remember, every night from midnight through to 3 a.m. Midnight on Freeview every single night, Freeview 89, and then between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. on ITV1 and STV. If you are watching us on our +1 channels, however,
check stock.
got to warn you to go to the website and check we've still got items in stock, because the stock is absolutely flying.
Well, if you're watching live right now, we're in a situation where we've got as many people ordering as stock we've already sold, which could put us in a bit of a situation. We very quickly get to a situation where more people are ordering than stock is actually there. So please check that basket through. 60% of that stock, did we say 60% or did it go up more? Two-thirds of that stock, it keeps going up. Two-thirds of that stock is already
That's the January
sold out
stock.
and gone.
Wow.
So please, if you have got anything in a basket, check that basket through. We promise we will always try and get stock back in, but it is always a struggle.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can be without stock for months.
I know. I never know.
And you were saying to us before the show, busiest time of the year.
This is the busiest time of the year.
That's what she said.
You have to get it now because it could be gone, and I don't know the next time we're going to get
And
it.
Katie does shows and exhibitions with MAXhealth, all their fitness equipment.
Yep.
This was the first item you brought to us. It sold out. It flew out the door the first time we had
In
it.
about half an hour the very first time.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, we had to send you them early. And
I know,
everything.
exactly. I
So
was
it
like, I was getting a complex. I was like, is it something I'm saying? What is it?
Well, it is. You're telling us about this brilliant machine. And
Listen.
there's so much with this machine that makes it for everybody. Isn't
Exactly, and I think that's the best part. But you know what the best part, and I didn't show it the last little view we did. I'm going to show you this right off the bat, because treadmills are big and
most
bulky,
of them are huge.
and they drain a lot of energy. This is very energy efficient.
Right.
It's very quiet. But guess what, you guys? It's the most portable, compact treadmill I've ever seen. So I'm just going to show you now the arms that have 30 kg of resistance.
Yeah, proper workout in the
You're
upper
going
body.
to pull them down, and it's going to fold flat like an ironing board. Actually, an ironing board is bigger.
And when you
It's
lift
on
it,
wheels.
all the weight's at the bottom, so you're not lifting up the whole
No,
weight.
it's great.
The wheels mean you can move it from room to room.
The conservatory, you can look outside.
Look at the garden, yeah.
Put it in front of the TV.
Put it in front of the TV.
In fact, we worked with a lady, and we'll talk about her again in a moment, but she used to watch virtual walks all
That's
around the world.
such a great
She'd go on
idea.
YouTube and
I think
walk
that's
around Sydney
fantastic.
Harbour or Miami
Yeah,
Beach.
and we watched her change. She was really enjoying
I think
using
that's
this at home.
fierce.
Yeah,
but she
brilliant.
visually changed in so
A
many ways.
confidence grew and everything.
But remember,
Look at
because it
this.
is so compact, if you do need to put it away, if you're like us and you haven't got a great deal of space, it will slide under a sofa, it will slide under a bed.
Behind
or
a
you
door.
can-
Yeah, stand it
behind
behind
a
a door.
door or put it between a unit, perhaps some chest of drawers and a wardrobe. It is super compact. And we can show you under a sofa, because sometimes I think you look at this and you think, will it fit?
No, it won't,
Well, there it goes.
And if you want it out the way,
And then
no one
now
will
it's
even know it's
gone.
there. Yeah,
And it
vanishes
stands
off.
upright
great
on
is
its
that?
own, which is great. So if you don't have anything to lean it up against, you can just stand it upright on its own.
Yeah.
There's 4 stabilizers in each corner, so your carpets are protected, your floors are fine.
Great.
The treadmill is sprung. It couldn't be
it's got a really
easier.
nice bounce to it.
It's not like when you run outside and you're pounding the pavement.
No,
It's got that spring to it,
I've
hasn't
got
it?
quite dodgy knees, but that bounce to it makes it so much more pleasant to jog and to run.
Yeah. And you know what, you were talking about doctors, and talk to your doctor and see if walking is good for you. I'd like to be there in the room where it happened, to quote a big musical.
Yeah,
But
as the song goes.
exactly, as the song goes. Because, or put it in your computer, is walking good for me? But you're not just walking. You have that 30 kg of resistance. So what happens is, you're pretty much doubling your calorie burn because you're able to work the arms at the same time.
And I think it's really important to keep pointing out that these aren't just like a Nordic stick when you're walking. They've got that resistance in there.
Yeah.
And you can see as Hayley pulls back, you can see the muscle engagement.
Of course.
And you say it's up to 30 kg resistance.
I mean, it's crazy. And you have options, which I really like, because I'm just going to get my speed up here. Hey, my formula for this, just so you know, is about 3.5 to 4. That's going to be a nice walk. 5 to 6, you're going to get into a nice little jog. 7 to 8, you're going to be going. Yeah.
Right, really
so if you want to run, kids, get on it and you can go. It's very
because
speedy.
most machines you look at like this, you can't jog, you can't run. It's just a walking.
And
They usually
walking
go to about
pads-
6 kilometres per hour, don't they? I think
Tops,
Yeah.
fastest.
But walking-
Whereas this truly does allow you to run on it.
Exactly, and walking pads are fantastic because,
Of course.
especially if you're working from home. But they're kind of flimsy. You can't get a good jog on.
And remember, weight limit on this, 18.9 stone, 120 kilos. You can jog on it, you can run on it.
Of course, and for home equipment, that's amazing.
Yeah, really
you know,
good.
to have that large of a weight limit. I think it's great. But you can hear it in my breath too, because this 30 kg, when you're getting your walk up, I'm going to turn the speed up just a little bit. Now you've got the option of rowing. So I'm really going into the biceps, the shoulders, the triceps. But now you can, because there's so much range of motion. And don't worry if your feet aren't matching what your arms are doing. You probably wouldn't. You're not going to be able to do 30 kg.
Not if you're going fast, especially.
No, exactly. And so I can get now into the abs, the front abs, the obliques, around into the back fat. Remember, I didn't think I could say that on TV when I first started.
You were a bit worried about that. Don't worry about it.
I don't know why we get all this floppy skin. It's vile under
It's
the
gross.
arms. I like an extra boob under your armpit here. Why do we get full boobs when we get older?
Yeah.
And to work that area is really difficult. You need to rock climb or to row.
Yeah.
So the fact you can do this motion whilst you're walking and you're working all those areas
It's
is fantastic.
amazing. And I like to lock the arms in place. This is a great
So
way to
lean
pick the
into
That's a
it.
speed
really
up.
nice idea, this.
Yeah, because now you're really going into the glutes, the hamstrings, and the calves, and the hips.
It's like you're walking on an incline. You
Yeah.
always say it's like cycling as
I think
well.
it's like, it feels like cycling uphill.
I can really feel that on my buttocks,
Yeah.
the back of my legs. So
Yeah,
really,
it's good.
really good.
It's really good. But just adding the upper body movement with the walking, you know, you're going to start to just watch the calories, because you've got the LCD light that's going to tell you how many calories you're burning. It's going to tell you how far you've gone and the time you've been on. So once you start using the arms, you're going to go, oh my gosh, my calorie burn. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a great motivation for you. Each day you might want to burn a few more calories, so
Yeah.
it builds that workout. You might want to have a chart on the wall, all the family see how long you've done on the treadmill,
You
all the
might want
calorie
to
burn.
eat a mince pie and then burn off the calories
Yes.
of a mince
I
pie.
like that.
I don't
Getting
know.
the balance
Why
in
don't
life.
we eat mince pies throughout the whole year?
I don't know.
I don't understand it.
I love a mince
They're
pie.
so good.
So, too
Yeah,
good.
but I need to stop thinking that it's one of my 5 a day.
I think a
7
lot of
a
us
day.
have eaten just too many mince pies and have still got mince pies
But that's good.
to eat.
That's
It
Yeah.
is. We're meant to celebrate
That's what we're supposed to
Christmas.
do, right?
Perhaps you are feeling now a bit bloated, a bit
Yeah.
sluggish. You need to do something, but don't know where to start. This is such a great form of exercise.
Yeah.
Because it's something so natural. We're not learning something new.
Exactly, and it's in the comfort of your own home. And it's
Yeah.
so portable, and it's so compact. It's ideal, and it's so quiet.
And
No,
it's there, so you'll
exactly.
jump on it. All those different speeds, remember, it doesn't matter what age you are. If you don't want to use the handles, you can have them for stability. Whether you're walking and getting that cross-trainer workout.
And honestly, the resistance is amazing. So this is your treadmill, it is your cross trainer. It can be a rowing machine. You can do all in one. You can walk on here, you can brisk walk, you can jog, and you truly can run on here as well. So it's going to be everybody's sort of level of fitness in your home for everybody to use. And remember, it stores under that sofa if you want to put the handlebars and pop it away. But if you know you need to make some changes, and we're now in a bit of a situation because we've got more people ordering the stock that we've already sold. If you've got it in a basket, you're sort of already there, aren't
Yeah,
you? Thinking,
right.
I do want to be fitter this year. I don't really know where to start. I'm not a person that's going to join a gym. I haven't got time actually to get to a gym to spend, you know, an hour. You're normally at a gym, aren't you? For me, it's 20 minutes to get there. If I spend an hour there, then it's another an hour 40 out of my day. Whereas on a treadmill, you can get your exercise whilst you're watching the news in the morning.
Yeah.
You don't even have to put an outfit on, you know, you can be in your pyjamas with some sensible shoes. You don't have to brush your teeth, you don't have to brush your hair. It doesn't matter what you look like. You're not going to worry about anybody looking at you. You're exercising in the privacy of your own home. And I think that's why it is so achievable if you do something like walking.
That's why you'll do
That's
it,
it.
isn't it? Because
Exactly.
it's right there. You'll
In
jump
your
on
house.
it.
It's nothing new.
on your treadmill.
Right.
And it is, if we're lucky enough to walk one step in front of another, honestly, go onto the internet and just put in, is walking good for my health? If you only ever walk on here, you will be blown away that just what I'm doing now, nice, easy walk, use that upper body as well, you will be blown away how beneficial it is to your health. And you don't have to do tens of thousands of steps a day. If you put in, if I did 2,000 steps, would it be beneficial? Again, big list. And just recently on the news and in newspapers, they were talking about 3,000 steps a day being so good not only for the body and so many parts of the body, but also for the mind.
Yeah.
Exercise is so good for the mind.
It's so true. And I'll tell you what, my Instagram right now is crazy with fitness stuff.
Yeah.
Everything is fitness.
Well, it's the time, isn't it?
It's the time of year, we know. And you know what, like you said, we're supposed to indulge. It's Christmas, you know, it's New Year's. Like, this is great, but you're going to have this in your house in time for the new year.
Do you know the other thing I love about it is for all and everyone?
Yes.
I'll jump on to Hayley's treadmill because I want Hayley to read this review to you that we had a number of years ago on a different machine, but what a difference it made to this particular lady. But the reason I want to jump on is obviously weight differences, but height differences as well.
So good.
I think if you see Sean, he's 6'4", or he was. We think he might have shrunk a little bit. Happens to us all.
When you get to a certain age, you know.
A little bit small. I was 5'7".
Yeah, about 3'8".
What's happened? I'm 5'8". You're not 5'7".
I'm not anymore, but I was. But this allows you to see
I think that was your CV height.
Yeah.
very, very big hair and very high
Big
heels.
hair and high heels, yeah.
But you'll see with Sean's longer legs, with Sean's height, he still can get that stride.
Yeah.
Starting really slowly, which you can do, but actually getting that pace up, striding out, even with those longer legs, even with a taller person, even though it's so compact, it works for you as well.
Yeah.
But
Proper stride.
That's a big
works
thing.
For so many people. And like Sean said, we've sold treadmills for many years, but I've got to say this is one of the absolute best treadmills we've done with
definitely.
that upper body resistance.
That's it.
There's so much more.
And we're the
Phenomenal.
only company in the UK that has the upper body movement with
that resistance.
With
that
resistance,
proper
yeah.
It's phenomenal. But actually, a previous treadmill to this, but again, this was actually just a walking treadmill that we had the email about. Remember, you can jog, you can run on here as well. But I saved this for years because it really made me understand how beneficial walking and moving is for you.
Yeah.
And this was a lady, Joanna her name was, and she said this treadmill is fantastic. She said it's fantastic value first of all, and ours is, I think, even better value than the one we sold donkeys years ago.
Yeah.
And has literally changed my life, she said. I'm not over-exaggerating. It truly has changed my life. She said she'd become lazy and sluggish. She was eating far too much of the wrong stuff. She was drinking tea and fizzy drinks, and she was indulging in sweets and snacks all day long as she was working from home, which I know lots of us still do. And the food's right there. You tend to, go into the cupboards in an instant.
Yeah.
She said, I had a moment of clarity, she said, when I realised what a slippery slope I was on. When I jumped to a size 16 and I was getting out of breath doing the simplest of tasks. And perhaps that's you after Christmas. You're feeling everything's really tight.
Yeah.
The stairs, you're getting out of breath. She said, I saw a treadmill whilst channel hopping, and I thought, what do I have to lose? So she ordered it, and she said on the first day when she got it, and this could be you, at the beginning of January when yours arrived, she said, I did 3,000 steps. She was like, and
great,
that was
isn't it?
okay.
That's great.
She said, the next day I walked 5,000. She said, and then my journey really began. She says, I now do 3 walking sessions a day with a total of 12,000 steps.
That's great.
I have a glass of water before and after, if you can get into that habit. Water again,
Really
so
good for you.
She says she doesn't have any fizzy drinks anymore, no silly snacking. And she actually said something that's really important. She says, when I feel sluggish or I need a boost, she said, I jump back on for 10 minutes and I'm totally energised. You'll be blown away how movement gives you energy. My happy dolphins, the happy endorphins that exercise puts into your body gives you that energy boost. She says, my mind is better focused, I'm more positive, I eat well, I drink well, I feel great. She says, I smile more. And the list goes on.
on.
I love that.
This, she says, I put down to the treadmill as it's absolutely motivated me to get my body moving. And I use it every day and I love it.
That's
and
great.
our bodies are
Brilliant.
meant to move.
That's
if you
it.
don't use it, you lose it. And
Exactly.
so many people say that. It's a bit like a gate. If you've got a gate and you haven't opened it properly for like 3 years,
It's gonna stay closed.
Yeah, when you go to open that gate, it's stiff, isn't it?
Good luck.
You can't get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And our bodies, our joints are the same. If you're not moving and using them,
That's
they
it.
will stiffen up. You do slow up. But actually, if you're not moving and then, obviously we're eating, sadly, that's when we start to gain those extra pounds put on that extra weight, which perhaps you're feeling right now after Christmas.
Yeah.
You've got to move to get that right balance in life. And often, I think, in January, we set our goals too high with ridiculous, you know, starve yourself, start doing crazy exercise. Join a gym and you're like, okay, you know, running, you know, outside for trying to run for 45, and you just can't do it and you fail.
Yeah.
This is in your home and you can just walk one step in front of another. If we're lucky enough to be able to walk, we're meant to walk.
That's
Our
it.
bodies would, you know, we would develop, we're created.
Exactly. And I think you said it on the nose. If we're lucky enough to be able to walk, think of how many people aren't.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, it's really, truly that.
And it does get difficult, I know, because life has changed. Obviously, when we were created, there were no cars or offices, and we worked the land, you walked, you ran.
Yeah.
But now we do sit in offices, we do travel in cars,
we
on
sit
trains.
so much more, don't we?
Our hobbies are sitting, watching TV,
Absolutely.
on the phone, on games and tablets. And
you know what? And you try to, when you're at work, you try to have a standing desk and whatever, and you end up sitting. This is so easy to have a standing desk. Why wouldn't you do it? You know?
That's huge, actually, in some offices. Some of the really poshest offices do have.
We've got a friend that one of the whole floors in their office building
It's
has
standing.
walking pads
That's great.
on the desks.
I think that's great, and I think the walking pads were wonderful. Again, it started during the pandemic. We were sitting, we weren't able to get out, and that's when they really became popular.
A lot of DJs actually recently,
Yeah.
rather than sitting, have
On the
started
radio,
standing,
and
they're walking
station.
around the studio, because, you know, I think we're all realising that we just do sit too much, and it energises them when they're on air for like 4 hours or something.
Of course it does.
Rather than sitting and we get slow and sluggish,
No, just
we're energising ourselves.
Stock-wise, 75% of the entire stock in baskets and checking through right now. And that is the key. If you've got it in a basket and you want to get this home in time for that new year, in time for that new you as you go into 2026, check that basket out right
If it's
now.
in your basket, you know you need to make
That's
a change.
it.
There's only you
it's a start.
that can make that change, and that first start is popping it into your basket. But it's no good to you. It's a bit like having a gym membership and not going. It's in your basket, but if you don't press it out, it's not going to be beneficial. Get it home and see the difference. Go on the internet, put in "is walking good for my health?" You'll be blown away.
Definitely.
But you can walk, you can run, you can jog, and you've got the upper body workout.
It's done.
And you've got it at a market-beating price.
Yep.
Price-wise, if you don't buy it whilst we have this deal and whilst we have stock, because we do sell out this time and time again, and we have so many in baskets now, we very quickly get to a point where more people are ordering the stock available. The sad thing is, you won't actually, I think, buy it elsewhere, because if you get into January, we've sold out, and you think, oh, I'll get that treadmill. I want the one with the upper body workout, that MAXhealth one. I'll look where else it is. Well, at the minute, you can get it elsewhere. You can go to DIY.
DIY.co.uk have got it right now. Their price right now is $799.
That's £500 more. You're not saving £20 with us. It's £500
At
more.
MAXhealth directly, it's still £499. And at Costco, it's still £180 more than our price at $479.98. We are still getting busier and busier.
Oh, well, do you know, we're putting ourselves in a worse situation, actually, because now we've got even more people ordering and in baskets. Please check that basket through.
We need to count the stock.
Yeah, we do. We are going to step away from this for a moment. But step yourself, walk yourself into a healthier you. Go on the internet, see the benefits of moving, of walking, of jogging, of running. But even if you only walk on this, and even if you only manage to do a few steps a day, it's a steps to a healthier you. Put on the internet, is 2,000 steps beneficial. You'll be blown away with the list of things that it can help. And not only your body, not only parts of your body, but also your mind as well.
Your mind's set for the day, isn't it?
Yeah, if you can exercise first thing in the morning, that's one of the best things I could say to do, because I'm so much, my head's clearer, I'm more focused, I'm happier. I know that sounds ridiculous, and I can't guarantee you'll feel the same, but I know if I don't exercise, it actually gets me down. I feel like I haven't tried, and I feel slow, I feel sluggish, I don't get nothing done. If I exercise, it's a brighter day for me, I get things done. And the great thing is, nothing tricky, nothing complicated, one step in front of another. And please, if it's in a basket, I know you will not be disappointed when this arrives in January. Beginning of January, just when you feel probably at your worst because you've done nothing over the winter really. The Christmas you've eaten far too much. You did even less exercise, and you're thinking, I need to start. Everything's tight, and you feel, honestly, when you get this out of the box and you get on, just like Joanna said, I thought, oh gosh. Oh, I've walked 10 minutes. I didn't think I could do it. Oh, tomorrow I'll try and do 15 minutes. You'll be blown away how quickly and easily walking can make a difference.
But you've got to check it out. We're going to move away for a few minutes while we have a look at what stock we've got remaining. 80% of the stock now in baskets. It's just getting busier and busier as we go on.
And don't forget that we always try and get stock in as quickly as we possibly can. We can't always guarantee that we can get it next week. Sometimes it's months in between us getting stock back in. We'll always try, but whilst we've got stock, and get it for the beginning of January. Start the new year in the best possible way.
Something else that's been really busy, whether it's fitness or well-being, we've got a collagen supplement on the show. Whenever we have this in stock, you absolutely love it. Collagen, a real buzzword in the beauty industry at the moment. If you've got any kind of social media, you'll see lots of celebrities endorsing different collagens. This is from ERC. This is an advanced liquid collagen. Now, the details there say 10,000 milligrams. That's per serving as you take this. I mean, if you're thinking about collagen, do I need a collagen supplement? Well, collagen is in so many different parts of our body, and it naturally depletes as we age, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we think collagen is in creams and injections, and it's good for our skin. But actually, when we're born, our skin, it's an abundance in our skin. It's our bones, our muscles, our ligaments. But sadly, and this is for everybody, though this chart says women, it only says women because actually we lose that bit more in our 50s. But everybody loses collagen, and that collagen depletion, you visually see it. You look older, lines, wrinkles, sagginess to the skin, droopy jowls, deeper nose to mouth lines. So visually you see that loss of collagen. But also, and actually the skin under the arms, the top of the knees, all goes saggy.
It's not just the face, is it?
Yeah, because you lose the elasticity. But actually, you feel the loss of collagen in your bones, your muscles, your ligaments.
When you get out of bed in the morning and you start, as you lift out of bed.
Bend down so well.
Or get into a low car seat, and you make those noises. Well, this is all about balancing out that collagen loss. When you lose something, you want to replace it, don't you?
If you were lacking in iron and someone said, take an iron capsule, you'd, oh gosh, yeah. That makes sense. I haven't got enough iron in my body. I'll take iron to get the balance back. So wouldn't it make sense if you're, and even if you think about, I'm thirsty now, so when I get a moment, I'll go and get some water to get my balance, get things right again. So if we're losing collagen and we're looking and feeling old, doesn't it make sense to take collagen? And it is finding the right collagen for you, and this is a really tasty liquid collagen. And ERC, I think, have just got this right because it tastes great, but it's also that right amount.
Yeah, it's a liquid collagen as well. And it might be the fact that if you are replacing the collagen that's lost, that you start to see the benefits. And those benefits, we always say individual results will vary. People see different benefits, but maybe you see the fact that you have less aches and pains in your muscles and joints. It could be the fact that you get firmer skin, not just on the face, on the arms, on the legs, or you see that you've got stronger hair and nails. Now, as Hayley was just saying, it's quick absorption because it's a liquid collagen. It's 100% natural. It's got sugar-free, and the natural berry flavour that you've got there.
Oh, it tastes fabulous.
Great first thing in the morning out of the fridge,
great cold
isn't it?
out the fridge, yes. And take it first thing, because another sort of pink circle that should be there is energy. Loads of people mention how much energy they feel it gives them. So a good thing to start, take it in the morning and enjoy that energy through the day. But as we say, results vary, and some people get all those results, some people get those results in that first bottle, some people, on a whole, a supplement, it takes about three months to get properly into your system. So we do say multi-order, at least get 2 bottles. But you might be thinking, really? Well, wait till you meet a certain lady, because she'll really make you understand why it's so important.
Yeah, we work with a lady called Diane who brings us ERC products, and when it comes to collagen, well, this is what she has to say.
A magic potion.
Diane joins us. Now, your background is beauty. You were a beauty therapist for a number of years, and you still are, really.
Absolutely. So, background, yes, all about beauty, anything to do with skin and health and how we can treat the body and really look after the largest living organ I mean,
Absolutely.
simple as.
Liquid collagen has blown me away.
Liquid collagen is, now we originally started to develop this just for skin, and then we had the benefits of it's amazing for not only skin, but for hair, for nails and for joints. So if you think about collagen, we know over 70% of the body, of the skin, is made up of collagen, but over 30% of the protein in the body is collagen.
Gosh.
And we'll deplete that year after year after year.
So that can be your joints, your ligaments.
Your joints, your ligaments, your tendons. Collagen is the building block of everything within the body.
And this is the depletion we're talking about.
and we see ourselves as we age, but we feel as we age as well, don't we?
And it might be something as simple as, you know, a roll over in bed isn't just a quick flip, or a get up from the couch isn't as easy as what it used to be. You go for a walk and you feel a bit stiffer, or you exercise and it takes you more than a couple of days to recover. So this collagen is great because it literally, you are going to take one shot per day for 10,000 milligrams of collagen.
Now that's important, the dosage,
That's
isn't
huge, absolutely. So really, there's lots of other collagen brands out there. Some of them might be 4,000, 5,000, 8,000. This is 10,000 milligrams and it's only one shot.
Wow.
That's the other beauty. And it's in a liquid formulation.
And it tastes great.
And it tastes great.
It tastes great. I've got mine in my fridge. It tastes amazing. Every morning my body wants it.
And when you don't take it, that's when you know, don't you?
Isn't it amazing?
I find I'm more tired. So, you know, out and about a lot. If I miss a day or two, it's amazing how I notice my energy levels start to decline. But when I take it regularly, every day, you know, one of these bottles will last you 3 weeks, 20 days, and a 25ml shot each and every day.
Okay.
But for me, it's part of my morning routine. Wake up, open the fridge, out comes the milk for the coffee, out comes the collagen's taken, the kettle's on, it goes back, and I'm done. And it's the simplicity of it that is beautiful.
It is that super boost. Now, when it comes to advanced liquid collagen, it is about all those results. The flavour is gorgeous, but it's going to help with things like skin, hair, nails. There's so many benefits.
Absolutely. And this is the way, you know, topically, we're great at sort of working on the face area, maybe the hands, but we're not as great with the body skin, okay? This treats literally from the top of your head to the tips of your toes in one 25ml shot.
Because we notice the difference under our arms, don't we, as we age? our legs at top of your knees.
Exactly.
What goes on?
The texture changes, the skin changes. You're losing those fatty acids. The collagen is depleting. So this is a super simplistic way. Take one shot each and every day. And it's the 25ml. That's what gets me. It's that one little baby shot. The measuring cap comes literally as your measure. So the cap comes, it's included. Take one of those, but you are treating from up here down to the base of your tippy toes.
That's incredible,
isn't it? It's amazing.
Beauty from inside out, but it's not just about your skin and your hair and your nails, it is about your joints as well. I've got mum onto this, she's in her 80s, her next birthday she's 86. It's never too late, is it, to make that difference?
It's never too late. I have a neighbour of mine who calls it his magic potion. Joe is 86 and he's like, I've run out of the magic stuff, Diane, where is it? And his wife Margaret, so she's about 82, Margaret comes along, got any magic potion? I've got magic potion for you. But I think it's that whole, if you find that you are feeling a little bit more stiff, if you just don't feel that you've got the energy you used to have, or maybe you're trying to recover from an operation, you know, sometimes, or you've been on like meds for lots of years, and sometimes your body just needs that boost. This is a great way, a healthy way, because it's packed with type 1 and type 3 collagen, so they're the most prolific and abundant in the body naturally. It's also got the gorgeous hyaluronic acid in there. Now, we love that for skin, but we also love it for joint mobility and motion. We've then got things like vitamin C. We've got B4, B5, B7, B6, B12. It is absolutely packed.
They're all vitamins we hear constantly our bodies should have, aren't they?
Totally. So all the vitamins are packed in here. We need obviously the vitamin C to help it get all around the system. But we've then got things like biotin. So with your hair, if you're struggling with fine hair, lots of breakage, perfect. If your nails feel really, really weak, I mean, I've laughed now, my nail girl is like, not again. Every 2 weeks she's like, do they need cutting
Why are
again?
they growing so quick?
Because they're growing so quickly, and she's literally like, no gel on you, you can only have polish these days, because it's just like, it's a super thickness. So it really is about, it's about strength, it's about sort of helping to repair and rebuild what's natural in the system through one single shot a day.
One single shot a day, the right amount of collagen, a really tasty drink, natural flavouring, sugar-free as well. And then we're looking at what could be the benefits that you'll notice. Less aches and pains in your muscles and joints, firmer skin, so the sagginess that you're seeing, the droopy jowls, the sagginess under the arms, the deeper nose-to-mouth lines, the lines and wrinkles. And also, lots of people notice the difference in hair and nails. But the reason we always say take it first thing in the morning, should be another benefit, I think, on here, is lots of people mention the energy it gives them.
And the taste is lovely first. It's part of your routine first thing in the morning.
To the day.
It is. It's like those morning drinks that we have. You make it part of your routine, and honestly, you'll crave the taste of it. It's a great price, $29.99, 460114. We would say multi-order, and most of you are. If you do multi-order, you'll only pay one postage, and you can multi-order across the show and only pay one postage. So if you want to go for the collagen, it's right there. 460114 is the item number. Massively busy across everything, even at this time of night. I think a lot of people are off. We were discussing this, weren't we? A lot of people are off the entire Christmas break.
Yeah.
And this in-between time, Twixmas, or as we like to now call it, between the eaves.
Between the eaves.
Yes, we like that, don't we?
That sounds really posh.
Heard that on one of our radio shows.
And we're between the eaves at the minute. And I know we're all feeling a bit sluggish. We've eaten a bit too much. We want to start exercising, but we're all thinking, but not till January. You know, we've got New Year's Eve yet, and that's going to be a big do, isn't it? We're going to finish off the food and buy some more food. And then we're going to visit probably more people on New Year's Day. And then you're not back to work probably until, you know, that next week. So why not order this right now? It's going to arrive just at that right time. You've celebrated New Year. You really feel you need to do something. This is going to be delivered to your door. And in that instant, so easily, by just one step in front of another, if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, you could, in 2026, walk yourself into a fitter you. And you can do your own research on the internet. Put, is walking good for my health? But remember, this isn't just a walking treadmill.
That's just where it starts. Remember, speed-wise, this machine goes from 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres per hour. So whatever fitness level you are, whether you're someone who just wants to get their steps in, or whether you're someone who likes running, who likes to go for a jog but can't get out in this awful weather and the dark nights, you can have this whenever you need it. The other thing to talk about is storage with this, because the handles fold flat.
Yeah, remember the handles are your upper body workout as well. So those handles, you've got amazing resistance on them, which we'll show you, but they will fold completely flat. So you can pop it under a sofa, pop it under a bed.
Yeah,
store it away
brilliant.
if you need to.
You wouldn't even know it was there when you pop it underneath the sofa, or freestanding, as Hayley said. The other great thing is for fitness levels, it's for everyone because of that speed we were talking about, but the arms give you that upper body workout as well.
And there is great resistance on it. These aren't easy arms. Honestly, the resistance on these is incredible. So now we've got an upper body workout. Now we're working the back fat, the bingo wings, the strength of the arms. Honestly, bone density, muscle mass, all so important. And resistance training, really beneficial to that. Perhaps you are struggling now carrying bags. You know, you're not as strong as you used to be. Get that movement into the upper body, or perhaps you just don't like this bit or this bit, and you are really struggling with that back fat. In the summer you didn't wear the dresses because you could just see the lumps and bumps. This is a bit like a cross trainer. So now I've got a treadmill and a cross trainer, and then if you do the motion at the same time, it's a bit like a rowing machine.
Yeah, it's
like
so
three
beneficial
pieces of equipment
for so many reasons. And the other benefit is the price we've got it for right now. Our usual price is £499. We've got a massive reduction. If you do look elsewhere, if you don't buy it with us right now, whilst we've got it in stock, well, look at diy.co.uk. You're looking at just shy of £800 £600. At MAXhealth Fit, you're looking just shy of £500, and at Costco, just under 480.
I mean, it's not like you're saving 20 or 50 pounds with us. When we sell out, and I say when because this sells out time and time again, it's £500 difference to that first price. The other £200, £180, you've got a huge saving. So grab it whilst you've got that deal, because if you miss out, you're not going to pay that extra money. You're not going to think, oh gosh, no, I will pay another £500, I will pay another £200. Order it whilst you've got this great deal, split that cost with PayPal, and get this delivered just at that right time. When you are feeling quite down, quite big, quite slow, you want to move. Christmas has just been too much. It was great, but now you're feeling it, nothing's fitting. You're struggling with the stairs, you're getting out of breath. I think we all know we get to a point we've got to do something.
Yeah.
But lots of exercise is daunting.
Yeah.
And if we're lucky enough to be able to walk, one step in front of another, it's so good for us,
If
isn't it?
we're lucky enough to walk, and that's what it boils down to,
Yeah, definitely.
everybody. If we're lucky enough to walk.
And we're meant to move.
We're meant to move. And like I said earlier, gym memberships are great. I'm going to join the gym. Well, guess what? You have to go.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's a donation.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't want to make that
And
70.
the cost now.
Yeah.
£75 a month,
That's what
that's
Amy's has gone up to,
I mean,
yeah.
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's
You
winter.
don't get there. We don't get there because we're so time poor.
It's
That's
time.
it.
I want to exercise. I want to go to the gym. So many days I'll go out in my gym outfit.
Yeah, you do.
I've got other things to do, but I think when I've done it all, I'll
go
get
to the gym. Yeah.
And I never get. I come
No.
back in my gym outfit, take it off,
That's
get in
right.
the shower, come to work, and it's another day that I haven't been to the gym. But actually, it is 20 minutes to my gym, and then if I would spend an hour at the gym and then 20 minutes home, so an hour
Yeah.
and 40 minutes. I exercise at home when I don't get to the gym because I know I can do my exercise really on my treadmill in the 20 minutes it would take me to get to the gym. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure.
I've managed to fit something into my day.
Exactly. And do it in the morning.
Yeah.
We
You
were
feel
saying,
so
weren't we?
good when you
Setting
get up,
yourself up for
get
the
your
day.
walk in, and it's
Yeah.
so quiet. Like you said, if you have a newborn or you have babies that are taking naps, it's so quiet that they'll never know.
No.
Yeah, people are watching TV. Perhaps you work shifts and you can only exercise at a silly o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You're not going to wake anybody up with this, which is great.
Exactly. And or if you're working from home, you want a standing desk. Why not put it in front? All of a sudden, you're not sitting, and we're sitting too much.
Yeah, way too much.
When we were created, there were no offices, there were no desks, there were no cars, there were, you didn't get to work on a train. You worked for the land, you walked, you ran. Our bodies were created to move, like we see animals, hunting, and that's what we're meant to do. And obviously the world's changed, so that's not what we do now. But us stopping moving, sitting in offices, sitting on buses, sitting in cars, sitting on trains, sitting and watching TV, all our hobbies now, games, we sit and play, we sit on our phones. We've now gone to the other extreme. And if you don't use it, you lose it. And perhaps you're noticing you don't walk so well now, you struggle with the stairs. And it's because we're so static. But the other thing is, when you're not moving enough, you're not burning enough calories. So you've not got the balance in life. So you're eating normally, you're not exercising, and all of a sudden we're getting a bigger nation. And it's a big problem, but it's because of our lifestyles now. If you can just get into the habit of getting on this, perhaps every morning, like Katie was saying, before you go to work or before you start the day, you will be amazed how easy it is to get your steps into your day while you're watching the news. But you'll be amazed as well how quickly and how beneficial walking is for you, how quickly you start to see a difference. And whether that's you noticing the stairs aren't such a strain, or whether that's you noticing that actually your trousers are a little bit looser. You don't have to believe me. Go onto the internet and if you only walk on here, but you can walk, you can brisk walk, you can jog, you can run. But go on the internet and put, is walking good for my health? Because you will be blown away. The list, I wish I could read the list out to you, because you'll be blown away. The whole body. But actually, just recently, and perhaps you saw it, and I wish I could say this as well, but I can't, but they said 3,000 steps a day, not only beneficial to the body, beneficial to the mind. We're meant to move for so many different reasons. I think there's so many benefits for you to get this home. and with the price being one, but honestly, you don't have to believe just us. The NHS passionate that a 10-minute brisk walk is so good for you.
Yeah, it has lots of health benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. Walking on a treadmill, it counts towards this recommended exercise. And when we look at 150 minutes, don't be daunted by that. 150 minutes, it only works out 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night.
Nothing.
Break it down to whatever you want.
And do as much as you can.
Yeah,
If you don't
level.
have to do 150 minutes. My mum is 87 and she'll walk as far as she can each day, upstairs in the spare room, and she wouldn't go out walking, especially at this time of year.
Yeah.
It's right for so many members of your family.
Exactly.
Now, wherever your fitness level is, and it's at home, so you'll get on it, you'll do it.
Yeah.
So many things I think we don't achieve because it involves so much. A gym membership, and then a gym outfit, and then getting to the gym.
Yeah.
Or if you're going out
The
running, then you've
build-up,
got the thought of going out, the weather's miserable. You're in your home, you don't even have to go out the door.
That's right.
But you're moving.
It's
But
one of the
you
first
must check
things-
your baskets out, just hearing how busy we are.
Getting busier and busier.
It's 85% of the stock now. We will always try and get stock back in.
It's
But
tricky.
we do struggle
Yeah.
with fitness. Fitness is huge with us here.
Yeah,
on
well,
Shopping
it's
Team.
this time of year, well, we're a bit early, really, but we're so
I know,
busy.
because I think I came on in...
We were just working
Just the
out
beginning
in
of January. I think
yeah.
it's about
January,
January.
So this is great because you're getting ahead of the game. It's going to be
Yeah.
there in time for the beginning
Exactly.
of the new year. You're seeing it here with different people using it at different speeds because remember, you can go from that low speed of 0.8 kilometres per hour. Maybe you're rehabilitating, you're starting something new. Always check with your doctor, as we always say. But maybe you want to take it up to that full run, that full jog. This machine does it all. That's why it's for all different levels
That's right.
of fitness. But let's talk about when it arrives, because
Okay.
from the get-go,
Let's
it's
start
simple,
at the
isn't it?
very
It's easy,
beginning.
Hey,
Yes.
let's do it.
Good. So it is so easy, and that's why I love it. That's why I love all of our things at MAXhealth. It's plug it in and go.
Yeah, great.
So when you get it, the arms are attached, okay?
Okay.
The handles, there's a little electrical jack
this top
inside.
section.
Yeah, exactly. And the manual is great. So you just go, okay, I get it, click. You get a little Allen key, and you screw in the handles, and there you go. And so, again, for storage, if you don't have the space, you can take the handles off really easily.
But they fold down flat with the machine.
I'm going to
as
show
well.
you that because this is the kicker. Like, I'm sorry, treadmills I think are fantastic, but if you're going to get a treadmill and
Some
have it in your
machines
home,
are huge, aren't they?
huge, and you need like a crane to get them into
And you
wherever
need
you're
a
going.
gym, really, don't you? You need a constant space
a mini
to keep
studio, a
normally
little small
treadmill
gym.
in, yeah.
Exactly. So the handles fold down, okay? Then you lift from the base, and then there's what? Wheels, kids. There's wheels. You can just roll it around the house, and it stands upright on its own. You can lean it up against, in between a door.
Yeah.
But look at that. I mean, that's
It's
just
super slim, isn't
profile,
it?
so
yeah.
slim.
So that will go under a sofa, it'll go under a bed, it'll go between
Yeah.
perhaps your wardrobe and your chest of drawers. When you see it under a sofa, if you've got quite a small area at home and you do want to put it away, you don't even know it's there. It's going under, and wait till you see it right under, because when it's right under, you can't see it at all. Honestly,
Amazing.
it is incredible. So that's it going under. You wouldn't leave it like that because you're going to trip over it. It's there, it is, right tucked away. So when you have friends and family around, if you need to put it away, they don't know it's there.
Yeah.
But then really easy to get out.
Exactly.
And because it's got wheels,
to
really
move.
easy to manoeuvre.
Exactly, and just know too, there are stabilizers. So if you have precious hardwood or marble that you want, or carpet, it's very lightweight. It's very energy. The energy consumption is very low, but those stabilizers are great, and they
Hold
really
it, yeah.
protect the floors,
Brilliant.
which is
And
fantastic.
when you do move it around, remember, you're not lifting the entire weight, because most of the
No.
weight's in the base of the machine, but you've got the wheels, so
You
you
got
can
the
manoeuvre
wheels,
it
exactly.
to wherever
But you're
you
going to
need it
get
to
so
be.
strong from your upper body workout that
Yeah,
you could just
that'll be
lift
a
up.
doddle.
Let's
Because that's
face it.
exactly it. And then once we plugged it in, it's literally like a kettle lead. You plug
Yeah.
it straight in.
Plug it in, boom, you've got your safety. And again, I just like to point out that the treadmill doesn't work without it, because if you're like, wait, what's happening? The treadmill doesn't work without the safety, and
It's like
that's
the key
great.
to your treadmill.
Exactly. It's
Which
the
is
key.
good if you've got little kids
Little
and you're going to leave
kids.
it out. They
Yeah.
can't get on it and start it because you
Exactly.
can hide that away.
So there's your safety. The safety basically stops on a dime. So if you need to get off ASAP, just lift up the
Instant
magnet,
stop.
boom, it stops.
But if you want to do
Exactly.
it gradually, you've got the control.
Yeah, the toggle. And again, again, this is another thing I love because I never know how to use gym equipment ever. And so it's true. So the toggle, you click it forward, and on the LCD screen, you get a 3, 2, 1 countdown.
Right.
And I can show you that on mine, because I'll click it forward, and you'll see it'll count 3, 2, 1, and we're ready to go.
And that's great, especially if you're rehabilitating and you're told to walk by your doctor.
Get moving.
Then you go, okay, wow, here I go. And it starts on that 0.8. So if you are rehabilitating from any sort of surgery or any kind of a break, remember the treadmill surface itself is semi-sprung, so it's not going to be like out on cement.
And always check with your GP, your surgeon, but lots of, they want you to start moving. My mum had her hips done and they wanted her to move instantly.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you're just a little bit wary now of walking. You haven't walked so well for a little while. And you don't walk so much, so you don't feel too strong. Hold these as stability and walk nice and slow at your pace.
Yeah.
Until you feel you can speed up, getting your confidence back.
Exactly, and it's dark out, you guys. I keep saying this, but this is the time of year to have
doing
something.
the little bit of movement.
We
that we normally
hibernate
do
so
Yeah,
much
we
more.
hibernate,
because
exactly.
it's horrible out there.
It's horrible.
We jump in a car to go to the local shop because it's too miserable or too risky to walk down the road. Yeah.
And it's cold.
But it's so
cold,
important
kids.
to get that movement in, to get those steps in, and you can do it whenever you want if you've got this at home, and to your pace as well.
Yeah, exactly that. But having the upper body workout at the same time, for me, is the best part. I don't want to have to go and spend an hour and a half or whatever in the gym doing arms, leg day, whatever. I want to get it all done. I want to get the cardio done, in, out, boom,
Well, it's now
go.
like a cross trainer and working up your body. It's working. You can see it working my arms. So great for the muscles, for the bones, the bone density, the muscle mass. But then it's also great as a rowing machine.
Yep.
And that's really working that back fat, the bingo wings.
It really engages
so it's like 3
upper body,
machines
yeah.
in
It's like,
one.
and also don't worry if your feet aren't matching what your arms are doing.
No.
Because basically 30 kg, that's a lot.
It's a lot of
So your
resistance.
feet got great
You
resistance.
might be going faster than, your feet are going faster than your arms are.
That's
and
okay.
don't forget you can lock in
This
place.
is great as well, yeah.
Because I like to cycle, so this is, for me, I love it, because this is where I can put more speed on.
You can really feel it in the back of your bottom, the back of your legs.
Glutes,
Because like you say,
hamstrings.
it's like you're striding uphill.
Yeah.
Or you're cycling uphill.
I'm running up a hill in
Which
that
is
song.
really
And that's
good.
a different workout again, isn't
Completely
it?
different
That's the
workout.
great thing with the machine. Remember, storage-wise, brilliant. Speed-wise, brilliant. That's what makes it for every level. So going from 0.8 kilometres up to that 8 kilometres per hour. And we filmed this on a previous show just to show you the difference between those speeds that you can see there. 155216 is your item number. If you want to get hold of this, now is the time. The price is also brilliant. When it comes to price-wise, well, take a look what you're going to pay elsewhere.
Yeah, if you miss out stock-wise, we say so much now is in baskets. You desperately need to check your baskets out, and you're doing that. When this stock has gone, and we will always try and get stock back in as quickly as we can. We know you love this, but we do struggle. And if you look elsewhere for it after we sell out, you'll think, well, I'm not paying another £500 for
Yeah,
DIY.
DIY.co.uk, their price right now is £799.
£500 difference to our price. MAXhealth Fit, they've got £200 more than us. So it's not like you're saving £50 or £20. You're saving £500, £200,
Right.
£180 saving from Costco. Honestly, please do not miss out on the opportunity to get such a good price. And something that for so many people, it's life-changing. And that's a big statement. Our last couple of days, actually, we've said life-changing. Because certain things in life, if you're feeling
Make a
fitter,
huge difference.
healthier,
Yeah.
huge difference
Totally.
to the body, to the mind. And this was an email, actually, from a lady many years ago, and we've been selling treadmills for many years, got to say this is the best treadmill that we've had.
It does so much, yeah.
You can
Yeah,
jog, you
exactly.
can run, and you've got upper body resistance.
And we should mention now the weight limit as well. 120 kilos, 18.9 stone. A lot
That's
of
a lot.
home gym equipment, it maxes out at 15 stone.
And
so this is really
height-wise-
sturdy.
Height-wise, I love it when you go
Yeah.
on because you're so long-legged, and
And
so
Sean's
it's
got a long stride, but even with that long stride, those
Put the
long
speed
legs,
up a bit.
6'4", and it's so compact, the machine, it still takes Sean's stride, which is fabulous. So that's why it's right, I think, for so many and for the whole family to get on and use.
Yeah.
But this email, which I just want to sneak in before the end of the show, was from a lady called Joanna. She bought a previous treadmill from us many years ago, and I kept this because I think this is relevant to all of you at home that are thinking, have got in a basket and wondering whether it's going to make a difference. Now, she bought, it was just a walking treadmill, didn't have the upper body resistance, but she said, this treadmill is fantastic. She says, it's literally changed my life. I'm not over-exaggerating, it truly has changed my life. She said she'd become lazy and sluggish. She was eating far too much of the wrong stuff, which we've all been doing over Christmas, drinking tea and fizzy drinks. She was indulging in sweets and snacks all day long. And the reason she was in that situation, she'd started working from home. She said, I had a moment of clarity and realised what a slippery slope I was on when I jumped up to a size 16. And perhaps right now all your clothes are that bit tighter. She says, I'm getting out of breath doing the simplest of tasks. She said, I saw a treadmill whilst channel hopping and I thought, what do I have to lose? So she said, when it arrived, and this could be you, beginning of January, on the first day, she actually managed to walk 3,000 steps, which is amazing. She said it was actually okay. The next day, she had walked 5,000. And she said, and then my journey began. And now, she says, I do 3 walking sessions a day, the total of 12,000 steps.
That's great.
She says, she also has, and this is really good, she has a glass of water before and after each session.
That is good.
And that's so good if you can get that into your day as well. She says, no fizzy drinks anymore, no silly snacking. She said, if I feel sluggish, and this is a really top tip, and if I need a boost, she says, I jump back on for 10 minutes and I'm totally energised. I know you think exercise will make you tired. It's the complete opposite. It gives you the happy endorphins, my happy dolphins. It gives you that buzz for the day. That's why I say always exercise first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
She says, my mind is better focused. I'm more positive. I eat well now. I drink well. That domino effect. All of a sudden, she's thinking more about what she's eating and drinking. But this is the best bit. She says, I feel great.
Oh.
She said, I smile more.
Oh, come on.
Not just about the body, about the mind as well. And the list goes on. She says, this I put down to the treadmill as it's absolutely motivated me into getting my body moving, and I use it every day. I love it.
That's
and
so
I know
great.
you will be the same.
Yeah.
If you've got it in a basket, so many still in baskets, check that basket through. When this arrives, you will be just like Joanna. You'll get it out, and whatever level of fitness you're at, when you see it will go from 0.8 to 8 kilometres per hour, you can walk nice and slowly, rehabilitate on this. You can brisk walk, use the upper body. You can jog on here, and you can run. And I'm not even running at full speed there. I'm jogging, really. I'm doing about 6 kilometres per hour. You can go up to 8 kilometres per hour, so you truly can get such a great workout wherever you are in your fitness level.
Yep.
And with the weather and we've still got half a winter to get through.
Exactly.
We do so little movement.
I
don't we,
know,
through
that's the
winter.
thing. And that's why I did go on in January, because that's when people start to go, oh no,
Gotta
what
do
did I
something.
do? What did I do? And it's still dark at 4:30.
And when you did that, one of our very first shows, sold out completely of this in 30 minutes. We've got to say a massive thank you.
Oh, thank you. Are you
Katie.
kicking me off again?
Yeah.
We're kicking you off. So many in baskets. Stock-wise, you must check your basket
Look
through.
at the features before the end of the show. Let's just recap for you. This is walking, this is jogging, and this is gentle running. It's got a calorie counter, a timer on there. It's got distance reader for you. The handles are a full body workout, remember, because you've got up to 30 kg of resistance, and a really sturdy bit of kit, 120 kilos, 18.9 stone weight limit. It's about getting it now, though, because now is the time for you to confirm your orders and check it out.
And if you've put it in a basket, you know you need to make those changes. I know, you know, we've had Christmas, we've had, you know, half the winter gone through, we've done little movement, we've eaten far too much. I know I'm feeling I can't wait to do something in January. And have a great New Year, have a great New Year's Eve, have a great New Year Day. But then when this arrives, beginning of January, that's your kickstart. It's going to be delivered to your door. Get it out that box, fix your handles on, and you're ready to rock and roll. And honestly, go on the internet and say, just put, if you only walk on here, is walking good for my health? But remember, upper body workout, you can walk, you can jog, you can run. So multitasking and so beneficial to your health and to your mind.
You can still add it to your basket right now. You can still jump the queue.
Not yours till you check out.
155216 is your item number. Take advantage of PayPal and spread the cost interest-free. Remember, at other retailers, it's almost £800.
Market-beating price like you won't believe. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And this is going to start a happy New Year. We'll see you later.